It's fire. It's fire. It's fire 716.
Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in at Big Frank in the morning. What is, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you in the world, in the universe. If you're watching me online, I need to put on a hat. This is not it. Good morning. How y'all feeling this morning?
Good.
Feeling good.
Can I make a statement, y'all?
Yeah.
Money coming. Period.
Feeling good.
How
are you? Listen.
Because I need. No, I can't even say that because people did bless my Cash App and Zelle yesterday. No. I was like, this was much needed because the girl needed gas and she was riding on faith. So
listen, a faith ride. God collide.
I'm not comfortable when that last bar go because I don't know how long I got left to get to the gas.
Oh, you got to test out. You got to test it out. You got to test it out.
Don't you do?
No, because that'd be the one day I can't reach nobody.
No, you plan for you have it.
Hold on.
You go to a corner where a gas station is. You just ride around that block.
No. So what you do is you go to your dashboard, and there's a little section on the joint where you can read your miles to empty.
Mm-hmm.
You have so many miles till empty, and then after that you have so many miles.
Yeah, but I'm
because on my dashboard, once it gets too low, it stops telling you.
Right, it stops telling you. So it just says low.
Yeah, your newfangled cars be like,
yeah.
Logo.
So what happens is now,
no,
because so now you got to watch the needle because it goes below, then it goes belower, and you got to
below,
and then you have to just go ahead and you got to take that test ride. You just got to. How long can I go before it get?
Matter of fact, how many miles to the gallon you did your joint?
That you got to use in math is good.
Yeah.
If I know the last thing said 36 miles, say less. Understood.
I got 26 miles to the gallon.
I got 36 miles still low.
Right.
There's additional 10, 15
after you get
after
that notification.
you only get a day and a half of e-driving, Frank. Okay. And after that, get to the station.
Got an
okay.
electric car over there? I'm on it.
Funny.
Yeah.
I forgot to plug up my car.
Morning, John.
Because back in the day with raggedy vehicles, you had to. I faced it.
Oh, what?
I dated my wife, and we was out, ran out of gas. On the top of the hill on Kensington in Fillmore, had to just go sit on down.
Shoot.
Oh, that's
base steer. I gotta push.
I was at North Park. I was on a date with past significant other. And she actually went with me to go and see this anime movie that was only shown at North Park. So we went. It's actually a good movie. Came out, my car battery was dead.
Oh,
my day.
But it really wasn't that bad because we had already been together. So we had been together for a minute. So it's like she was just like,
I don't know how I made it. I got pulled over trying to date.
Chevrolet came.
They said your license is terrible. She got to drive. I don't remember the gas. I said,
I had a horrible car situation.
We done been through it together, babe. We done been through it together.
And I was in Ohio.
See.
I had bought this car. Let me tell you, I will always take a man with me to go get a car now because when I went that time, I just was doing it on my own. They sold me
and bamboozled.
Yeah, I was staying in a homeless shelter, but I needed the car in order to get to work where I was living at. So I had to get the car first, and so I got the car. And it lasted me 8 months. I spent $2,000 on it. I saved up, I had,
Yeah.
And I was driving on the highway with my brother and a friend, and the car just turned off. I'm going 80, and the car literally just turned off.
That's not funny, but
that's scary as hell.
Turned completely off, and I'm like,
"Good morning, y'all."
Because what do you do?
Right.
So I'm freaking out. I was able to pull over.
You just go,
and then,
but you was going 80, so that coast
is wow.
Yeah.
And if you don't have no good steering.
steering shuts.
Shuts.
When
You
the
just
car
gotta
go off, it's
hard. Just turn and because when my truck, the one
Look at us.
The brakes still work though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when I had my
brakes,
blue
yeah,
truck,
still work.
my first road trip, car cut off when I was driving.
I was going to college with Cadillac Candy, and she would overheat. My dad gave me the car. I thought it was a blessing. Thank you, Jesus. Cadillac Candy, treacherous. Just,
Candy, no bueno.
Oh,
No,
see,
valid.
Josh, that's scary, yo.
Yeah, Josh
I mean, Josh said,
I had a car turn off on me in the
Ooh.
middle of Windspear, but I was able to coast to
7-Eleven. Listen.
Yeah,
Like-
that's bad
that
though
coast-
because
that coast
it's busy
is
as
real.
Like
I
my
say-
car shut off
That's the busy
on the
spot,
way.
yo.
I was on Niagara Falls Boulevard.
Oh, that's
Ran
even-
out of gas
no.
right before the gas station, and so like the guy was like, "I'll help you," because he saw me putting.
Yeah.
Like, then the guy at the gas pump judged me because I was I didn't have no cash, cleaning out the change in my car.
Mhm.
Sir, I need $1.15 worth of gas, please.
Like, this is
Listen,
money- this
Where
is
you
money
going
too.
with
Yo, I-
$1.15?
listen, no.
It's enough to get me
I've been on the
home
boulevard,
with
man.
$1.15 in.
Like, as a consistent gas runner outer, I became a customer. Oh, my time's up.
Mhm.
So let me get to this gas station to my right, and I had no money. This white man was right there. But listen, I need $5 of gas. Thank you, and we're on to the next. But the thing is, I used to run out of gas. Like it wasn't even abnormal. I was, all right, is that time? Got my can.
It's that time.
Frank, we
It's
got.
that
I'll be there in a minute.
I ran out of gas like 3 times. Same car. Ran out of gas like 3 times in that car. And the one time I felt so bad because my friend Lily was like, let's just go to the gas station. Like, I'll get gas for you. You know, don't worry about it because you're gonna run out of gas. I'm like, no, it'll be fine. I can get to my destination and then I'll just get gas on my own time. All this stuff. And literally halfway there, I'm like, there, the car and then it just stops.
Ran
And
out of
she was
gas.
so pissed.
New Year's Day when we was leaving Denny's,
Mm.
and had to ask my father to come bring us gas.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Because I didn't want to go to the one gas station because the gas was way too expensive. I was like, I'm gonna go here,
We was on,
but the gas was froze because it was close. It
we-
was cold.
Yeah, we was on Harlem,
We was on Harlem.
right,
Oh yeah.
right in the circle, but it was so late, nobody was out.
Nobody was out. Nobody was
Like,
out. And
It was the fact that we
That's the sweet
waited
part.
like 30 minutes because my dad destroyed my Taurus. So the original Taurus I gave him when I got BB, my little Focus, I was like, Dad, this car is loaded with everything. It's got all the fluids, floor mats, everything. My dad destroyed his car. It takes him 10 minutes. It was taking him 10 minutes to speed up to get to even 30. So
Oh,
we just
wow.
sitting there waiting in the cold, like, come on, like, but his
Yeah.
car could not speed up. But yeah, like,
that was my goodness.
We was
I
chilling, though.
I had a 2002
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, today. Good morning.
Gold Ford Taurus. Okay, first off, I loved it, even though it was just my first car.
Tauruses. I remember.
And but
Pontiac.
towards the end
Don't
of
get a
the
fur
8
Taurus
months,
is what we trying to get.
it wasn't even. I don't know what was wrong with it either. I tried, like, I spent I think $600 trying to get it fixed.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, none of these car shops could fix it, even though I was paying this money anyways. So like towards the end of it, I would be going up just a simple hill,
Mhm.
and it would just be like I'm not even joking. At one point, I think I started rolling back a little bit because the car
Yeah.
would not. It just
Yeah.
would not go. It just wasn't.
we
Wow,
made
that's
sure Keisha had
crazy.
gas though, because we wanted to go to Denny's a lot. Frank, how much gas you got? Oh, we good. Stop at the gas station. Because it was like 6 of us in there. Like
And
Keisha was the thug. I miss Keisha.
Keisha was my red 2-door Saturn, man.
You don't know Keisha.
You know,
Keisha was the
Listen,
boss.
I used to, in the winter, rocking around the snow was nothing. Say less.
And you gotta move with the
Car.
Yeah.
Because when you go back, you gotta lean with
But it push it.
forward.
But it was so light, and
It
but we was in it was running off of nothing. It was running off of no coolant. I said, "Ain't nothing in here." I said, "Why would you survive? Ain't nothing in here."
Keisha was the girl.
Remember I got an accident. Your mom was in the car. I think it was Kevin. Was your mom in the car? Was you and Kevin? I got in an accident.
No,
slid.
it was me, Katrina. It was the Barber sisters.
And we slid into that girl. Dude,
Listen, take it here. Tell
take
them Frank sent you. and they're gonna take care of you.
That happened to Keisha.
her, yeah, I didn't even know.
It was
And then
winter.
later on, her husband called me. Like, yeah, doc, I don't know what She got to do that,
What
but,
you gotta
but
do.
it was what it was.
Shadette's her first car was an '89 Mercury, a Topaz,
Mm.
500 and perfect.
Come on.
I didn't get a
$5
good car until like
to
my
fill
fourth car in. I had 3 hoopties.
Man, ain't that
Listen,
crazy, man?
that's valid.
Crazy. $5 to fill her up.
$5
Yo,
just to get it.
my
That's-
Oldsmobile took 10. So
My
Cutlass
the
Supreme.
second car I got
Y'all-
was
I
a
don't remember those.
Nissan. You know them teeny
Crazy.
little cars that look like they could only fit like 2 people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the second car I
A
got.
Fiat.
No, Nissan.
No, they wasn't even out yet. Fiat.
Oh.
No,
I know what
Nissan.
you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I'm trying to think
Hatchback
of the-
Coupe.
Was it
No.
Siesta or something?
No,
like
no,
that?
no.
Siesta.
It was-
No.
One of the little joints.
Hold on. 2000. It was a 2015 Nissan. I can't think of the last part of it. Anyways, it's like a small, very, very
Yeah.
small car.
Yo.
But it took only $20 to fill it up.
Yeah.
I'm
That's what
mad.
it need, though.
My ex,
Shit.
the crazy one, he totaled that car.
Dang.
And yeah, so but
I went on a
It
trip
took you
and came
20.
back, and my car just stopped
It
working.
took 10.
Like I went on a Congress trip. I came back to Cadillac Candy, and she just it went boom. All right.
Fatima said she had a 94 Pro.
I didn't even know what that looked like. Fatima, I love you, but who's knocking my neck out here? Look at me, looking like somebody.
Yeah, that was something different.
Yeah, I had 3 hoopty cars before my first good car.
Yeah.
And when I got my first good car, I did not listen to Gaga. I was like, don't go to that girl house. And I went and crashed into the back of somebody's car and totaled my
Yeah.
car.
Keisha hit a deer and survived.
What?
I skipped Bible study. Went to the tell the truth. Went to the movies. And I hit a deer, and the deer just rolled. I got out and just had deer hair on the car. I said, God, you love me. I'm still going to this movie to watch it. 'Cause I'm a
Thank you
little
for
bit-
saving my life, Lord.
I'm a little bit over church right now.
Right.
No, I think these are my cars. I think I had a 1994 Jeep Cherokee, had a 1994 Lumina van. Then I had the Cadillac Candy. Then I had the my mom's white truck,
Yeah.
and then the Buick. Those are my bucket cards. Then I came into the 19 Fusion, the 19 Edge, and now this 18
Yeah.
Acadia. That's a car.
Cars, doc.
That's crazy.
Somebody on TikTok said that deer was a sacrificial lamb.
Yo,
Listen,
I've had mad cars too. I had blue putt. That's
I
the sound
stopped
that it
naming my
made.
cars.
Just that all her cars.
because
had
when I
names.
named them,
That's
they
the
started
only
to
thing
die.
that's different.
All of my cars had name. It was blue putt. The Dark Magic. That was the black
Yeah.
car that I
My
totaled.
car.
Then
I
it
just
was the blue
I was
truck.
feeling
That was
good.
Favor. The Nissan was BB. Then it was Promise. The Latin.
Yo, you
Promise
salad.
was the Mitsubishi, and then the gray joint right now is Le Peach.
Yeah.
Yo.
I stopped. Stop. Nope. My car came with the name Black Pearl. Okay, you came with this. That's not my problem. But no, it's going down. Listen, that wasn't the weekend. That wasn't
was
Tuesday,
not.
but that was our childhood experience into adulthood vehicles. And it's going down this morning. We right back. We get back, y'all. We get into Big Girl Chronicles. Don't go nowhere. It's going down on Fire 716. It's Big Frank in the morning. What's up, fam? It's Frank.
And Tyra, tune in to Keeping the Fire.
Every Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fire 716.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
Unfortunately, African Americans are 30% more likely to die from heart disease than non-Hispanic whites, according to the U.S. Department of Health Services. My name is Fatima Matthews, and I am a congestive heart failure patient. I am taking my life-changing experience of having died on the table and being revived to help educate others on the topic of heart health. And I am inviting you to attend my luncheon on February 18th at 11 a.m. at the Underground Railroad Heritage Center right here in Niagara Falls, New York.
Fire 716. I feel the halfway is going down. Your boy Big Frank. We're getting ready to get into Big Girl Chronicles, but I felt this is my fault for failure today because I turned down the board for the intro to Big Girl Chronicles. Therefore, they won't see it because I was supposed to make a video that I didn't make yet.
We can sing it.
Big Girl Chronicles. Beautiful. Gracious.
Jay Sheree,
It's on you. We'll have it together by Friday.
You have that moment in your life where you realize everybody in your life is raggedy. This is one of those moments. But no, what's good, everybody? It's Big Girl Chronicles. This is the life that I'm living right now. But I wanted to talk about you don't need a day to validate you. So yesterday, was the girl's birthday. And I celebrated with my peoples. I did not partake in Bible study. I was at Applebee's waiting for a table for an hour. So, but I was listening to some of the conversations that was going on in the different groups, not because I was eavesdropping, but because they were loud. And it was just like, girl, you know what I'm saying? My boyfriend didn't even give me nothing. So I left him at home and I'm hanging out with my girls today. Or, I don't understand. I'm a beautiful queen. Why don't I have a Valentine? And it was just going on and on and on. And I'm like, first of all, you're loud. Second of all, you're complaining at Applebee's with a bunch of couples. And then third of all, like, why do you need Zanetta? You already know because you were there. Why do you need a day to validate your worth? I for the life of me, I don't understand why we invest so much time into a day that validates who we are when there's 364 other days that you can look into to validate you. You don't need a Hallmark holiday to tell you that you're beautiful, to tell you that you're worth more, to tell you that you're gorgeous, that you have a lot to offer. When you truly love yourself, you don't need a day to validate you. And I'm like, people, why do we keep going to this place? And then it was like the one before it was another game. The girl was just like, whatever, I'm just not gonna date no more. And she was like, cause all men is dogs. And I wanted to be like, ma'am, you're bitter, but it wasn't my place. But it was just like, we take this one holiday and put our whole worth on it. Where it's not even a real holiday. It's a Hallmark holiday. And so in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I really just want to tell you to love yourself 365. It doesn't take a Valentine. It don't take Dollar Tree chocolates, because that's where they getting them from, to get. It doesn't take some roses from Walgreens to make you feel like you are important. You are important because you know your worth. The one thing I know, I've celebrated the last few Valentine's days single, and I felt perfectly happy. Even though it was my birthday, I was perfectly happy and content with my relationship status because I knew that I had something to offer, and when he do come along, he gonna get this offering. In this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, love yourself all year round, and don't let these Hallmark holidays cause you to feel that you're not worth it. Because you're beautiful,
valid,
you're intelligent,
for sure,
and you're graceful.
And who got time? Like,
go get more than 10%.
You know what? I gotta do this.
Go ahead.
My sis said he gonna get more than 10%.
Nah, your mama.
No,
I said.
I think that.
I love you, auntie.
I don't.
That should have asked me what I'm offering. Says this whole package.
You said that you made us drop the mic. No, the mic said no more. Okay, no.
No, you're offering this full package. This woman of God. That's what I'm offering.
Yeah. Brown sugar bands. I get half your love.
Yep.
No, I don't really subscribe to these holidays. I'm not really a fan of it, but my wife loves them. She embraces them and she likes them. So therefore, I have to, I do what's required. We have another day set up, but it's like, come on. I just can't. Like, if I love you, tomorrow's coming. Like, there's another day. There's just because reasons. There's just random because, not because it's holiday and set a thing. Taking the flowers. Oh, get out of here. You want chocolate? M&M's. Come on. Okay, you want flowers? Dandelions. It's stuff out here.
No,
like,
I'm not putting that much energy. Facts. I'm not putting that much time and money into a day. I get you gifts on a regular basis.
Regular.
You get what I'm saying? I give you flowers on a regular basis.
I'm gonna keep it.
One day does not it don't do nothing but let people know.
He's still
You
talking.
get, you know what I'm saying? You get the opportunity to show people, oh, this is what he did for me. You can do that on another day,
Yeah.
not just
Every
because
day,
it's
you know,
Valentine's Day.
flex.
Right.
Valid-
Can I ask y'all a real question?
Yes.
Though? And I totally get where y'all coming from as far as you don't need the day to validate you. I get it. And I respect that. However,
I just hate
I
holidays.
feel like a lot of times people they just want to be included. Like, just like in Christmas, if you are with a family,
Go ahead. I ain't saying nothing yet.
you like, let's just say you two families living in the same area, right?
Uh-huh.
One family gets their kids Christmas gifts and the other family don't.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't. The person or the family that doesn't get their kids Christmas gift doesn't mean that they don't love their kids. It doesn't mean
Right.
that they don't care.
Mhm.
Jehovah's
That
Witnesses,
maybe they
you know,
don't believe in
celebrate
that or
holidays.
whatever the case may be.
Right.
But those kids are going to be looking at the other kids getting the gifts like, dang, you know, it would be nice to have that. So I
Trauma,
I
you
get
be
it.
all
So
right.
hold on, wait. Go ahead. I get the point of not be, you know, it's just a day and stuff like that. But what is your real gripe with it? Because it seems like I ain't gonna say four.
No, call it out.
What
Call
it
it what it is, because I ain't got no problem rebutting the rebut. Go right ahead. though.
The threat of y'all.
The
Okay.
threat of y'all.
You know,
The
seems
threat
like
of
y'all feel very some type of way about it, and it's just like, even if it is a day, it's just a day that, you know, can be recognized.
Okay.
I grant.
That's it.
I'm gonna keep it a
I get
bean
it.
with you.
Go ahead, bean it up.
All right.
Because
One.
my bean.
I don't know. You know, that'd be
It
a
came
thing.
from
man.
Ice Spice. I'm just
It's
playing.
no.
I'm just playing. I'm just
Stop
playing.
like we won't turn that
Um,
word off. Rest of the life. Anyway, one, men really don't care about holidays, despite popular belief. Don't give two.
And number two, it sometimes it's us to you, not you to us.
Facts.
Rub my toe.
Facts.
Look them.
Man.
No,
Nah,
what?
bro.
Right.
What's going there?
I
I was gonna say toe, but I
I
stopped.
really only use holidays to go and eat food that I want to eat that
Yeah.
I usually can't eat because my wife won't go, but she'll go on a holiday.
I'm gonna be
I'll
very
be like,
I'm gonna be very
I want some
honest.
Smoky Bones, and she
Oh, I
told me
miss
no.
Yeah.
So
No
today
fair.
we gonna
No,
go.
no,
though.
no.
You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, real spit. I'm like to answer your question though. The gripe, the real gripe about it, like just said, like one is because it's not a real holiday. Two, we don't, even though it's a fake holiday, and I understand people want to be included or whatever, but for us, at least in America, we don't have a day after that. Like Ivy, you know me, I watch anime, whatever. So like in like other places, like they'll have Valentine's Day, and then like in June, like they'll have like White Day. So it'd be about you today, and then the next time it'd be about me. You know what I'm saying? But like they don't really do that. Plus, also in other countries like Valentine's Day be more about girls giving dudes stuff. It don't really be about dudes giving girls anything.
And for me, I just me personally, I just feel like
I don't like the holiday. It's stupid.
you want to be about as regular as everybody else. This presentation is
Valid.
just it's not OD special to me. It's not overwhelming. Everybody's promoting
We
this
rush into
seasonal
the
love
store to buy
stuff and do all this stuff.
and
And
you
then
know it was the last minute. You like not even if I planned it,
just
I didn't go and buy flowers until the day of.
day of,
I might have brought chocolate before,
day
but
of.
depending on where you live.
Valid.
Depending on where you live, I bought it the day of because if it's hot where I'm at, I'm not buying chocolate a week in advance. So bought chocolate the day of. Plus, I love chocolate, so I would eat your chocolate. All right, so like, bought chocolate the day of. If that's what you're doing. If I didn't make a reservation to somewhere, if we even leave the house, you know what I mean.
And I'd rather just
we're just gonna end up.
I'd rather
going-
celebrate you on a day that's
We just gonna end up
just
going
not.
somewhere.
Don't
that we
for-
always
Don't
go.
force me
To do it.
to do it because of the holiday.
Valid.
Let me love on you how I love on you, number one, and let me
Right.
choose a day that I want to express my love to
Right.
you. Don't force me to do it. 'Cause if it ain't on a pay week, no. If it don't fit the plan, no. If it's not a part of the process, no. I'm not
And-
about to. I'm
And
nah.
if you came to me
And
after
Josh pointed that out. There's actually two because it's Sweetest Day. and,
Yeah. I was.
Sweetest Day is for the guy.
and
Is
ask,
for what I
Well, you.
heard.
Oh.
I them sweetest fish ain't sufficient.
and then the biggest thing is that after the fact, you
I ain't
only
gonna
wanted
go
to do this because your
I'm not posting nothing.
your friends was doing it. You see on social media,
Right.
at least now, you see on social media and things like that.
If you think you don't even
And-
wait until tonight.
And which me as a dude just make me not want to do it more because now it make it seem like it's not even about us. Now it's like
Facts.
we just doing it because other
To
people
make
doing
her
it.
happy.
And now
So-
we
and to make
we
other
doing it.
people-
We doing it to become a
so-
part of this group that I don't even care about.
Right. So my issue with it is, I'm not spending all this money. Valid. Hold on, yeah. Let's get to that real quick. We have to unlearn this holiday. Gifting is not real. We should feel loved and appreciated every day.
Every day.
Valid. But I'm not gonna put all this weight on this one day, all this money on this one day that I'm not doing on any other day.
Any other
What if
day.
it go bad and now you gonna be
You
like,
see what I'm saying? What if I
done messed up your whole month?
facts? But what if,
Over this
what
day.
what if I don't get you something that you really wanted, or you bragged
Right.
about, or you posted and they talk about it, or I'm not
You know.
doing this. I'm not. First off, I'm not doing things for other people's praise and satisfaction.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not posting nothing on Facebook.
Right.
Like crazy. My wife was watching a video and a guy was like, if you're not posting your girl, your lady every day,
Yeah.
it's because you want to be sneaky in other women's DMs and like
No, that's so dumb.
Sounds
No,
stupid.
that's not
We
the
don't social
case.
media like y'all.
I don't do social media like you. I don't feel like bringing you into my personal life. My memories with my wife are for me and her.
And I don't want
Like I don't want
I don't want all these random people because you got your homies, you got your friends, but then you got random. So I don't want all
Facts.
these random dudes just being like
Sugar
all
dad,
the
looking for
pictures
sugar
of
baby.
right. My wife, like come on,
My girl just like,
I guess
this is my
Speaking of welcome to National Side Chick Day. So if you got your
Right.
chocolate,
It
it is National Side Chick
the
Day.
half off.
To all you side chicks,
Well,
your
I
candy
just
will
want-
come
I was
today.
real quick to what-
Today be the day I be going to buy chocolate because, like you said, it be half off.
Half
off.
because
I'm gonna get all the Reese's. I
because
would get,
everything
you know what I'm
that the expression of love that you're trying to force me to is hyped up everywhere.
valid.
Hotel rooms
It's
are
not
twice
really
as
love.
much.
Decorating everything.
I can do the same
Okay.
example
At home.
at
Hold on.
home and next week.
It's not even
But-
that.
but
It's
the
not even
thing
love.
is-
I did this for theatrics. This is for the
Exactly.
theater.
So,
Exactly.
Okay, so you
for the
said
camera.
okay
None
that the
else.
holiday y'all saying that the holiday is a made up holiday. Anyways,
Yep.
what holiday is not a made up holiday?
Valid. I don't
Valid.
So I mean,
Even
but-
Jesus
but-
started that.
Christmas.
I'm just saying,
Jesus
all
wasn't even
the
born in the
holidays-
wintertime.
all the
Oh,
holidays are made
He was
up.
born in the fall.
But I guess to
Well,
me it just seems more
Easter,
like this is
technically.
more of
Is it
like
a made-up
you guys
holiday?
are feeling this way because you're being kind of left out in the process of celebrating this holiday.
No,
No, it's the
I could care
expectation.
less
If it
about
was-
the
okay,
holidays.
but if it was the reverse and the holiday was more focused on men,
I still
and it
wouldn't
was
want it.
more of women doing this for men and doing that
Sweetest
for
Day.
men and everything
That's
like that,
Sweetest
I
Day.
don't.
I wouldn't want it though.
Okay, before we celebrated Sweetest Day,
Wouldn't
like,
want it.
okay,
My
if
beef
it was
with
the
that is-
reverse, I feel like
No,
it would be.
And my beef with that would be personally is that
Pay a bill.
you're not doing this all the time.
You-
I'm gonna hit you. You see my head? Y'all see my head swivel? But no, valid. My thing is also if it was, I would still be like, oh, all I get is today. I would feel some type of way
Yeah.
because this should be an ongoing occurrence for us.
Yeah.
Like,
As,
why
the,
ain't
as
it
the provider
Facts.
and as the head?
Date according to your love,
Love
language.
language.
valid?
If,
Valid.
if he ain't a
Oh,
gift,
valid.
if he ain't a gift person and you a gift person,
You're gonna feel unappreciated.
Either talk him into either
And you can-
either make him
I
love
ain't
you
wanna talk
enough
about
to
this,
give
but I
you
guess I
gifts.
will.
Either
And you
make
can
him love
change.
you enough to give you gifts.
Oh, yeah.
or-
Your language can change, and I didn't know that because my language has done a 360.
That's
I was a toucher holder, got to be there present,
yeah. Now I want my
but this
time.
entrepreneurship fatherhood got to provide.
Don't call for that.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
don't.
personally, like I said,
yeah,
the
let me-
only
let's
reason
be-
why I celebrate that
always
day is
be
because
the
literally I was born on it.
You're
Right.
right.
And I've had significant others that's like, oh, it's Valentine's Day and your birthday. Let's
Let's
just
turn
celebrate the
'Cause I
birthday.
can go to the poker
Like,
for $99.
but- Like for
I
me,
just
they
took
was
my
like,
phone
oh, that's
call.
they
For
be like, that's the
real.
most romantic day of the
some
year.
ribs.
No, the most for me, the
I
most
can't eat
romantic
ribs on
day is the
Valentine's Day.
ones that you make it super
No, valid,
romantic.
valid,
Like
valid.
I don't believe in investing so much in something that doesn't really have a lot of substance to it.
But we do
Like,
that.
I feel the same way
we
about
do that
weddings,
with
too.
every holiday.
But like, okay,
though.
so you said with certain holidays. So Christmas, even though Jesus was not born in the
Listen,
wintertime,
it's
he
about
was
the
technically
reception.
born in the fall around census. But
And-
we celebrate Christmas because it was the birth of Jesus. We celebrate Easter because it's the resurrection.
But if
Like-
we're being real, those holidays are not really
But-
that.
pagan
And
but
then,
the-
you know,
but-
so-
absolutely pagan.
Christmas,
and I'm not.
But he was born. But he was
No,
born.
no,
But he was
no,
still
no,
born.
Christmas
He got
is-
up those
Christmas
days.
He was still born and he still rose.
Christmas is made up. Christmas is made up. I don't even celebrate Christmas because that's Jesus wasn't born in the winter.
He wasn't born in the winter.
Valid.
Period.
The whole point, though, that I'm trying to make is
And then-
that I understand
Not Easter.
you guys
Very
is
valid.
ripe with it, but I feel like at the end of the day, if the conversation between you and your significant
Uh-huh.
other, you know that they enjoyed that
Okay.
day, regardless of how you feel about it, you know that they enjoyed, just like they should know what you enjoy
Mhm.
and what days matter to you. Like maybe you're a big Halloween person, whatever the case.
So,
But I'm saying,
That's
you know,
sacrilegious.
and
I think that it's more important about if that person likes that holiday and they like that feeling of being
Which is-
included.
My only
Exactly.
issue with
Just a
Valentine's
fact.
but
Day,
also
though,
take
is
that I don't and take this mediocre presentation.
But-
I'm gonna let you talk just real quick. I literally wrote in my wife's card, this does not equate to the value of the love that I have for you. This does not equal that.
But I feel
But
like
this
she would
presentation-
know that you married her, so that obviously
yeah,
you love her so much. that
But you
you
know,
would be
in
with her
marriage, love can
forever.
change. It
I
can
get
change.
that.
No,
I
but
get that.
but
Your
I told her that
your feelings
I
will
love you
change
something
every week.
serious.
Some
That
days.
this card, this flower, and these chocolates doesn't attest to the value of the love that I have for you. But because I know that you value this day,
Right.
this is why I've done it. Because to me, I'll see you next week with a different
Right.
kind of plan.
Like
My only
Wait, go
issue
ahead.
with Valentine's Day specifically is because people put so much value of who they are in this holiday. Because like even working with my coworker, she stayed at work a little bit longer hoping that she was getting sent something. Like, and then got mad when nothing showed up at her job. Like, people put so much value. Like, if I'm not getting something on Valentine's Day, something is wrong with me. And I hate
Oh
that
my
people
God.
embrace that. Like,
Yeah.
I've had people throw I hate Valentine's Day parties and invite me. Nigga, that's my birthday. I'm not coming to
I'm
your
not coming
bitter
to your
woman.
hate party.
Like, I'm not coming to your bitter woman.
They all
Your bitter
show
woman.
up
Yo,
this
bitter
day.
bad.
Right, like
oh,
we're
birthday.
wearing black, we're like I was like, I'm not coming to your bitter woman like celebration.
Yo,
I'm
bitter
not
birthday
Listen,
bad.
like,
listen,
and
the
that's
guy
the
can
thing.
scream
So
on music
many
all the time.
it's
It's
women
wild.
specifically put their value in this day, and that's why I can't stand the day. It's like just because you didn't have a boo, just because you don't have a husband, that doesn't mean you don't love yourself. And if you're not getting something on Valentine's Day, it doesn't mean that you're not worth it.
Facts.
So
see,
I hate like that's why I hate
feel
Valentine's
the same
Day.
way about Christmas. I don't hate Christmas, but I hate how like other, like
The
if
weight,
you
the
the way that the pressure first of all, and then secondly the way that
They
if
don't feel
other
it. I
kids
don't.
are seeing. And I'm only saying this because this is something that I went through when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
especially with my brother. In fact, I seen it differently
Mhm.
through his eyes than my own.
Mhm.
So it's just like, when you were a kid, you don't know the differences. You don't really understand the things going
Right,
on,
right.
but you see,
You
their parents
not
doing
getting
this,
it,
their
they
parents
are-
doing
Trauma.
that, and
You got it.
your mom or dad is not caring. Like, it makes you feel some type of way, and that is a part of you. So it's the same way. Like, I feel the
Like-
same way. It's just
Yeah.
taking the value out of the actual date and stop trying to put the value on like that you have to have these things or you have to do these things or that is that important.
Yeah, I don't
So
subscribe to Christmas
I do
either.
agree with that.
I don't
I don't
I-
believe in going into debt for one
I'm-
day. That is not even
my-
about
my-
gifts
my-
and a tree.
My wife likes the gifts and stuff, and until we get 1.5 million, I don't. My kids don't remember. I don't recall.
Listen.
I'm not buying nothing, especially now. Play with these
Kids
box and
don't
noodles and noodle packets.
understand
They not like how
lack.
we was. I used to play.
They
with
only
action figures
understand
all
what
day.
you can do for them.
At this
So
point.
as long as you give them baba, as long as you change diaper, as long as you
feed them.
Make it.
Feed them those bananas that they like.
Soothe
They
them.
don't like
No,
the
but-
chicken ones.
so I-
but they-
I agree with
that's
that.
all they know. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
so-
So
Because like Christmas, I'll give stuff to kids, like my niece, my nieces and my nephew. But like adults, like my dad got a Christmas gift because he's my dad. Like me and my sisters,
No,
was-
Same feeling.
but
right?
no, like, but for me,
Listen.
because my dad,
I rested.
I got my dad gifts on
Thank you for your
Christmas
birthday.
because before my aunt passed away, that was her favorite holiday. And she used to shower us with love. And so for him, that was always special. And I wanted to continue that feeling now that she's not here. But Thanksgiving, I could care less. Like these other holidays, I could care less.
We might have to fight over
Because if you
Thanksgiving.
think about it, you're
I don't
celebrating.
celebrate Thanksgiving.
You're celebrating a holiday where a man literally went into,
No.
came
no.
to, like,
I hear you talking. We celebrate the fact that we can eat the meals that we shouldn't be having on a regular basis.
Facts.
Memorial Day, we don't really care. We just want to eat.
Facts.
My
4th of
aunt,
July,
matter of fact,
It's just-
Aunt Debbie,
it just-
we
it just-
appreciate
it
you.
just end up working
4th
out.
of July, we don't care about
Independence Day.
It just
We care
end up
about
working
barbecue.
out because it's a day that none of us work. That's what it comes down to.
Facts. Valid.
We all,
Kick
I'm not.
back.
We not celebrating the holidays.
no,
just
what
that
I'm
we all
saying
want.
is
But yeah.
we use those holidays to eat. We don't put the value of the holiday.
we're
Is what
not
I'm
in-
saying.
Thank you for coming in and
Like-
destroying us and eating
Right.
it.
So we're not like, oh my God, because of Christopher Columbus pillaging a whole place and giving all the women's diseases, we're gonna eat turkey. Like, no, we were like, yo, this is a good excuse
A
to
good
eat
reason
and tops at a sale. Like,
Valid.
so that's what I'm
Facts.
saying. Like
That
with
$3.99
Valentine's
on that
Day, I
chicken,
don't
bro,
want people
like,
to
that rotisserie.
identify their validity
Going for it.
in the
based on a
I
day.
agree with
Like
you.
that's
I
for
do
me
agree
because
with you.
women, and there are some bitter dudes out there, but it was
Oh,
like
there's a lot of
They
bitter
there.
dudes.
Oh,
There's a
they
lot.
there.
But it was just like, oh my God, I ain't got nobody, or you scrambling, you going back to your ex because you don't want to feel lonely on a day that's you're.
man,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
valid.
I literally looked like I didn't go back to him. It wasn't like that. Just friends.
Tell it.
What you doing, big head?
When the prophets was
February 13th is National Hey Big Head Day. Like,
when the
no.
prophets prophesied not knowing it. I don't know, but yeah.
But
go
yeah,
ahead.
like I don't want you to just feel like I have to have somebody that
Right.
day.
Yeah.
I need to have
Yeah.
somebody shower me with. I take myself on dates by myself regularly.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
care. Olive Garden, Salvatore's. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
one-
I used
just
to.
one.
I'm married
Yes.
now.
Crazy.
That's kind of weird.
I took myself to
see a
breakfast.
lot of-
More money
I took
when it's
myself
just
to
you.
breakfast
Huh?
I said, you
twice.
spend more
I was
money when
like,
it's just
I
you.
was like,
Listen,
I went to IHOP by myself. I was like, oh, this is nice. Can't nobody press
if
me. I can do
if
whatever
I
want.
can't date me, who gonna date me?
Right.
No doubt,
Like-
no
I'm
doubt.
saying.
It's funny because you see a lot of single city girls, right?
all
and then
year.
on Valentine's Day,
Broke.
I'm with my man. This my man. I'm booed up.
They be from.
Now all of a sudden you booed up, but it was hot girl summer a few weeks ago.
Okay,
Like-
my rebuttal to
About
that
a week
is
ago.
Let's not.
the city girls. I'm pretty sure the one wasn't she pregnant when she was singing all them songs.
Valid.
So yeah, and then they both had men's. Yeah, they was
Valid.
just, you know.
What is the female version of Munch?
Oh my
Establish it. Let's find out.
female
Because
version of
you thought I was feeling you. No, you were a mopper. I don't know.
chicken head,
Chicken head.
chicken.
I don't know.
Bark, bark,
Wow.
bark,
Yeah,
bark.
but we
Bop. I call her
Bob. You
Bob.
Bob. I was feeling you?
That's
No, I
crazy.
just want. We don't care. No, we different. Listen, it's going down. We're about to get into the question of the day. When we get back, it's going down. Fire 716. Your boy Big Frank. You locked into Big Frank in the morning. We'll be right back. Follow this.
One decision. This will make for one epic movie.
I am Bartimus Matthew. I represent Sector 716. And the COVID-19 virus will not take us out. We will conquer. We will win. They thought it had us, but it did not. And we will not lose or be defeated. I am Bartimus Matthew. And we will not be defeated.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app.
See you then.
Fire 716 Radio, we're back like we never left. What is
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
up? Get ready to get into the question of the day. That clip that you saw,
The movie.
the movie that is in development somewhere. That it is really a part 1 to that.
It was a part 2 to that.
Part 2 to that. Was that the first one or was that no? Remember we did it by the church and I was running. That was
Yes,
was that part 1? That was the first
part
one.
Yes.
That's when the thing was like.
Fact.
Yeah.
Y'all want to make a movie? I'm
Down.
down.
Listen, I got.
Listen, he already said him in the Dark Knight.
You know.
Valid.
No.
Artemis
I can-
meets
I can
the Dark
act.
Knight.
You can act.
I can really act.
Okay,
There are
listen.
some actors.
Listen.
theatrical
Why
troupe.
y'all playing?
Thespians.
Right, real thespians.
Yo,
out
I
here.
just
That's an inside joke.
I don't care.
That's an inside joke.
If-
If you wasn't here,
Google
for
it.
yo.
Okay.
You should
Google
have watched
the
the Monday
word
show.
Thespians. We are legit thespians. I just feel I'm a thespian.
That's because you keep saying it that way.
Thespian. It's
my
the
thespianism.
you're right.
got
It's the M. It's the
It's a thespian.
It's a thespian.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's actually
But we should be
Caleb wants to
creating
pick it up.
small these clips of TikTok. We gotta pick a day. I don't know how it's
We
gonna
were
work.
supposed to
We can
do
start
a-
next week. I'm available.
you just gotta let me know so I know my job. Let my job
Yeah,
know when
we
I'm
need
not
it.
showing up.
Yeah, just a quick bum, 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 bum.
No, fact.
Valid, and just keep
It ain't gonna be quick, but valid.
Yeah, so like I told you, I really wanted that. I can't say it on here because nobody's doing it like I keep talking about the R&B situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to do that, and then I really want to
We
bring
gotta
our,
do that.
but I want to be like our topics like this.
Yes.
Somebody should be in a suspicious outfit. Somebody should be like,
That-
is this too?
I can pull up a picture.
Valid.
To the Super Bowl.
So we get ready to get into the question of the day, and the question of the day is, yep. How do you? Nope.
I'm
Yep.
just trying to figure out how do we word it. My bad.
So,
y'all.
what do you classify as sus when it comes to the dress code?
Dress code.
Homeboy
I-
on the Super Bowl.
I just seen
Homeboy, that's super.
a fella wearing a brooch, and it threw me for a loop. So I'm like, I never seen that.
Yeah.
What kind of bro?
You know,
It was a
Hey,
gold- it was
Yolanda.
gold
Was it
with
like a-
two like
was it
G's
two
or
G-
C's.
Yeah.
So it's Gucci. Is it
A
Gucci?
Gucci.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
It was just sus to me.
and it made the outfit just look real auntie-ish.
Hey.
What's the difference between a brooch and a badge? You could wear a badge.
Yeah, a
Facts.
brooch is a little different for me. I just consider it to
Because
be.
I was
But
like,
wait, what's classified as a brooch? Anything that clips here, or
Nah,
Any-
because you could put a badge like right here.
we have lapels.
You have a
fact?
badge.
We have
right
as ministers, we have lapels. They're like kind of like a
Right.
badge
Okay,
representative of
Right.
something.
like
Yeah.
the
This brooch is real. Don't
Like,
judge.
You can't have a bumblebee that you could change the color
bumblebee
on the
with, like,
inside of it.
gold
rhinestones,
trim,
diamonds.
You know what I'm saying?
because
Right
like
here.
there's some designers that actually make outfits for guys and they have like the design like the actually designer like pin situation. But if
That's
it's
different, though.
bedazzled,
Yeah, that's
it's a little sus.
That's-
Now, if you talking about like a Ralph Lauren with the crest on
Yeah.
the shirt,
Move that joint
I
before
got
you.
you.
Before you
Yeah.
press it in, bro.
No, they actually make like the pin.
Right.
So I'm not using him as a positive reference for this, but there's a guy named Swanky.
Swank.
He's African, but his reach is a whole bunch of other places. He styled this dude, and the outfit was clean, and he had like a Gucci joint
Mm.
right here. Had a Gucci joint right here, but the dude, well, you could see he was
Yolanda, good morning.
obviously straight.
Gotcha.
Like, but it was just like I said, if it's bedazzled, if it got pearls on it, it's sus.
Yeah, that's what I
if
said. It all
you rocking with
depends.
pearls and jewel and gems,
You know?
and you would do on your on your
Right,
joint
right.
is a little
It all
sus.
depends. you
I
know what
just
I'm saying?
didn't know people even wore brooches still.
They've
To be
come
honest.
back, especially because designers make them now.
Okay, well, listen, I gotta go to my grandma's basement and find
You find me
all these
Right.
vintage brooches.
She got
It'd
Oh,
be
sure.
different. It'd be great out here.
Right.
Yeah, brooches came back like 2 years, like really started
Really?
picking up like 2 years ago.
Like,
Surprise.
I don't know. Like,
Because
if you,
I feel like, what is the purpose of a brooch?
So it's not a roach.
Accessorize. A broke roach.
It's really like an accessory.
yeah.
It really is for an accessory. Some wear them
It's like an
as like a
accent
design
piece.
with their
Yeah.
scarf.
And
Like,
I
it
guess-
really
I can
is to.
understand with the scarf or like
It's-
actually holding.
It's just
Unfortunately,
another- it's another
Some of the
accessory.
visuals here. It's not abnormal
with a brooch.
For a man.
for man. There's a plethora of one sus,
Men's
but other they all can be sus.
wearing brooches.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
That's my guy too.
yeah, but I just felt like
For me, it's cut.
Who all in these pictures?
Like that's what my thing. Like if you have like this big scarf on that went all the way around, and then you just have like some big joint like right on it.
Sorry, it
Like,
was
that's, I see
yeah.
that as being fine, but I don't see that as a brooch either, though. Like,
see, y'all, those who are online watching, you can't see my screen.
I feel like a lot of those people are like they dressed up going somewhere fancy.
Going somewhere fancy kind of.
Okay.
Maybe the brooch is a symbol of
Said
wealth.
show the pic. I'm sorry, we can't right now. But no, for me, suspect wear is definitely it deals with cut and tightness on dudes.
Mm.
With girls,
if you're not
it
Prince,
it
that
really
really
is like
Or Michael.
how manly can you go? Like because Aaliyah had like the little underwear, but she had the little bra, and it was like cute, but
Aaliyah
it
was
wasn't
different.
like.
not, but
Aaliyah
we
was
had the
different.
champion gear. Like,
But
she
like,
was
but even
Aaliyah-
but look at how MJB did like used to dress when she first came out.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Homegirl
TLC.
fresh,
She was
Yeah.
gangsta.
like TLC Homegirl fresh, and then it was like
Yo,
when it goes past Homegirl fresh,
TLC was just like
it's-
they was going to a fight, yo.
I don't know.
Sus.
Get me out of that.
I see. I don't know. Like I feel like with men, sus. I don't know. I don't mind when guys wear tight pants.
We learning.
Oh,
But it just
tight pants
depends
not the
on
issue.
how tight they are. If you
Yeah.
can't walk in them, bro. why
Valid,
you
because I've been on
wearing
my praise and worship pants lately.
I'm done.
They're not quite
Oh,
testicle
them?
consumers,
Yeah.
but they are definitely cling to the calf. Like, okay.
So it just depends, but also too, I don't know. Like
depends on the
I
place.
feel
So-
like
It
if
depends
a
on the
man
place
is
you
wearing
wearing
a
it,
skirt or
all
a
that, all
dress,
those
And how you
things
doing
matter.
it.
that's sus to me. Because why are you wearing a skirt and a dress?
Valid.
Like,
Wow. You're a
okay,
wild guy.
besides the Irish kilts, you know
Situa-
what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
or a religious, or
Because those is
whatever
like
situation.
shorts, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
But like, if you just out like Young Thug wearing ball gowns,
Right.
and
Yeah.
stuff, that's
You know, some people are.
That's
I think sometimes some people are fighting so hard to go against the grain
Valid.
that you just doing extra stuff.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time because it's like my wife says something to me. Stop. I don't want to be churchy. Just be you. Like if it's churchy, it's
Valid.
churchy. It is what it is. But people are going extra and beyond to prove.
Yeah.
I'm just gone.
Yeah.
Thug. You just want some clout. Oh.
Quick question though: do y'all feel like a man having his nails painted is sus?
No.
If it's
No.
clear.
So for me,
See, but
I've
clear-
never done it,
Clear is
but I see
different though because I don't count that as my nails being painted.
Painted.
right.
Valid.
But Lil Yachty got some nail paint
Hmm.
specifically for men. But it's like a pen, so it's more like you can draw or do something like do something different other than looking feminine. But back in the day, rock stars like dudes in rock bands used to paint their nails black,
Still sus.
and it wasn't sus to me. It was like they rock out. That's them. They gothic. They dark.
But
That's
see,
what they like.
But that's a cultural thing.
Culture.
See, that's what
Valid.
I'm saying.
But if you
it depends. That's why I said it depends on.
Oh,
it
come in
depends
with
on
the
where,
press-
depends where you is.
But
Where
yeah,
you
no.
going, what you doing.
But I ain't.
No.
That's what
I
I'm
want you to
saying.
come
It
in
depends
Friday
Where you is, where you
with
at,
your
what you
press
doing.
on,
Yeah, no.
acrylic, painted.
No, but that's different. There's a difference.
It's the difference.
There's a
Because,
difference.
Like when you looked at like Ozzy Osbourne, his nails was painted, but you knew he
Yeah.
was straight. But then Marilyn Manson.
But then questionable, like this I know you straight. You just not.
Valid.
I know you straight.
Well,
Mm,
You know,
I ain't gonna lie.
Ozzy can't
It's
talk.
a-
We
that's
don't
a
know
little
what he's doing.
different for Ozzy Osbourne because Ozzy was biting
Sharon.
that heads
No
off.
fact.
Right.
Biting
Like,
back. Yeah.
Even if I thought he was gay, I was just like, the man's a monster. So like, you know,
No
what I'm saying?
fact.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't have.
But like
an
Marilyn
orientation.
Manson, he's done videos where he like he's had
Yes.
breasts on him.
English.
Yeah.
And
See, that's
so-
sus.
I'm saying like a regular like if. Okay, that's not a good example, but I'm gonna just use it anyway.
A regular.
If you had like a street type of guy,
Uh-huh.
right? You go into him for whatever you going to him for, and he was like, yeah, and then his nails was painted. Are you gonna feel? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna
Honestly,
feel no type of way.
I ain't even gonna
It's it's 2023 now, but you're still sus to me though, bro. Like
That's.
Like,
mm,
like,
I'm not gonna do it. You feel
Valid.
me?
still sus, bro.
I have no
I'ma
problem
keep it
getting
pushing.
a manicure and no
Yeah.
problem getting a pedicure, no problem for that clear coat.
Yeah,
I'm
Valid.
Clear
good for
coat.
a good man. I'm
I don't
good
even
for
like
that.
the clear coat.
Go
I'm
to
not
the,
a clear
go
coat
to the,
because it's
go
good
to the
health,
spa,
it's good
get some,
advancement.
be fly for
Mm.
yourself.
I
I
bite my
feel like
nails too much.
the clear coat.
This season.
I thought I liked seeing that on a guy. But then the one time I seen this guy had clear coat and it was like
Mm,
real
shiny.
Yeah,
And
no,
I
you
was
got to
like,
get the right clear coat. Like
Listen,
some
let me-
places
This
you got
ain't-
extra
These,
shiny clear
no,
coat.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm a clear coater. Okay.
I was raised in a house full of females.
No,
So
got
I
you.
used to be a clear coat. I get it.
Yeah.
But it was like
If
But-
you got like different, like if you
Don't get mad
if
at-
you would do and you out here with these,
No, right, but
Yeah,
don't
no.
get
this
mad
color,
at me
you sus. I'm
because
sorry.
my nails I
Unless
take
you
care
are
of to the
Fifth
degree
Element.
that when they
They're not
gloss
like that,
over,
it's fine.
they shine brighter.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get mad at me that I ain't got divots. My hand got multicolored tones.
you can buff. They can buff your.
They can
nails,
buff it, but
and they
it's
still shine.
but it's under the nail because under the nail, if my under the nail is smooth, when you clear coat it, it's gonna hit better than you see them shades. Not the dirt, the shades. You see them shades?
Pink to white.
The pink to
Yeah,
white right?
got you. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
But then for some people, a good manicured hand is it
oh yeah,
Valid.
for sure. I definitely think
Absolutely.
like I have friends
Nah.
who
'Cause
they-
my fungus
they
big
look
toe,
at the
coated.
hands and the teeth. That's the
Mhm.
first thing they
Blanket
look
coated.
at. Hands and teeth. If the teeth is messed up, they not even taking
you may get that side too
Oh,
far.
yeah.
But
Talking about
What is it
teeth,
about the
bro.
side tooth? I feel like every
My tooth
person
chipped
Because-
yesterday.
or like lose
don't-
that
Because
side
when you
tooth.
chew, you
My
chew
God.
back, you chew front, initial bite, back teeth. This not getting enough love.
This
Missing.
is
I have a
terrible.
natural gap. I don't have a missing tooth here, but I have a natural gap on the side.
I'm part of the side tooth
You know
crew.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I have
I'm gonna do
have
both
a
sides in a
tooth
minute.
that you
want some
can't
garlic.
see. it.
Gone.
My teeth.
I need to
that
breathe
bad
when I'm
you
working.
can't see. You know
But
what I'm
no,
saying?
like so, like for women, even though you
Good
know
morning.
clearly, if you saw Set It Off, you knew Queen Latifah was gay.
Right.
But like because after the "We the Queen" phase, she came out really delicate. They was like, oh, maybe she's not because she's dressed. No,
She just embraced who she was. as
she
a
just embraced who
female.
she was, you know, as a female. But like
Maybe
if
she embarrassed.
back then it was like the stereotype
be a
that
top.
if you was out here, you have to look like, you know, if you're a girl, you have to look like a dude. If you know, you a dude, you gotta look like a girl. And it was just like, no, like for me, certain stuff is just suspect. I
Like,
just-
there's certain women who I know
But
who
dudes don't
look
do
who
suspect
look
stuff no more. They
who look
straight up
manly.
crazy.
Listen,
Uh,
named a few.
yeah, they look more like they could be studdish or more boy was tomboy-ish.
Man,
Morning,
but,
Ernie.
But
And then
real down for
to
the
find out they got kids.
Yo, my God, and still willing to, you know what I
Like
mean?
ju-
Ah.
like-
I think it's suspect
like Life
when
Jennings
a
out here,
woman
you know?
is like wearing like not baggy clothes, but if she's sagging and then she got the hat on and then it's like, you know, certain
But it
certain
depends
outfits.
because
Like I
Aaliyah
said, depends
sagged
where
and
we at,
showed
what we
the
do.
panty line.
But Leah
But
also
then-
wore a little
Right.
Yeah, you know.
you
like-
sagging and you got boxers.
Good
on,
morning,
and
good morning,
you
Derek.
got on a-
Fact.
yeah, like and then you got
Morning.
that's
No, the
stud.
studs
Yeah.
now. I'm a married man. I love God.
Studs is different.
These studs hitting different.
because there's a
They
vari-
hitting real
there's a
different.
variation of stud. There is the
No,
soft stud, then there's the androgynous, and then there's the stud, and then there's the butch.
Right.
I don't
So-
get Butch Berry.
It's too many
No, it's
levels.
crazy though.
Too many
I
levels.
always find it. The thing I always found funny about it was that, and it's gonna sound wrong.
No, say
That
it. We
when it
can't-
came to
They'll
being a,
contact-
when
they'll
it came to
contact the
being
PR
a
person.
stud, it all came to how if she was cute in general. Because if she really wasn't cute before, then
She
she
really-
go then it seemed then like she get labeled that butch joint.
That
And she
bu-
might not
no,
be going for it.
Yes,
That might not be her
exactly.
thing, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But
Fiona's
that's what she get
Facts.
labeled because of how she looked. And then the ones that then the girl that's crazy pretty, but she like just enough as a dude. You don't even think of her as a stud. You just like, yo, she's just some pretty lesbian chick that looks, you know, just
No,
like a
that's
nigga,
real
you know what I'm saying?
valid.
That's real.
Yeah.
Because some of them long
Like-
hair
like, look, like
studs,
Ernie, don't start no mess, dude.
Like young M.A., like how young M.A. is. Like
Oh, they
when I
turn.
first-
they turn.
When I first
They
seen
turn.
They turn.
young M.A., I wasn't thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? But then when I see how she
That's-
looked, like how she looked when she not trying to be like hard and whatever, I was like, young M.A. is a pretty girl.
Valid, and I
You
said
know
that
what I'm
about the
saying?
brat.
I think that
Go-
The rat is,
Oh.
The brat is very pretty.
she is pretty.
But
What?
that's literally every. I feel like if you take a person and they could be average looking or not even cute, but
Mhm.
you put them in a certain environment, you make them look a certain kind of way.
Mhm.
If we go with feminine side, then they're going to be pretty.
But
women
Brat
regardless.
before makeup,
Yeah,
and
Brat was
everything,
pretty
Brat was
from jump.
always pretty.
Well, there's
Like,
some people that's genetically blessed.
the Brat.
But-
Yeah.
Oh,
You
the
know what
brat.
I'm
But then
saying?
also that's why she wore baggy clothes.
Yeah.
Well, she did hang out with Jermaine Dupri.
It's valid. But
Indeed.
then it's like everything was like, but then you get her. She had a. I'm a married
It was
man.
them ethicas.
The ethicas.
She put a. I don't know what made her do this. She put a picture of her butt on the internet, and it wasn't even like the entire butt. It was just like sagging to the side, little cheek. And I'm like, wait a minute, the Brad out here packing. What is going on?
Sure,
here?
her wife agrees.
Valid.
Those are two brick house. Those are two condos. What you call side by side?
Two brownstones.
Two brownstones.
Two duplex, side by side. Yeah,
side by side. Forgive me, oh God.
That's funny.
Your people. But no, valid. But I think
Are people
born stud or do they?
We're not gonna do that.
They turn.
They turn. We just
They
answer
turn.
that. Ain't
They
no
turn.
deep.
And we move on.
Right.
We
about to
digress.
play with
Ain't gonna get
Ernie
into that
in
conversation.
Vegas.
But like, yeah, I think the thing with dudes is that it go, like I said, it's about where you at, what you do, where you at, and where you're going will depend if you look sus for whatever.
Valid.
If we go into the club and you got extra tight pants on, I probably won't think you sus. Because you going to the club, we about to go and see some females, and you trying to get
you trying to
chose.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to
And you trying to get chose, you know what I'm
Wow.
saying? You know, that's whatever. If we out, you know what I mean? Because if we was going to the mall, and you out here,
Joyce is tight
if
at
we
brunch.
go to the mall and you dress as, you know, The Rock Johnson, but you don't look like The Rock Johnson, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro.
Yeah. It's about how you carry yourself too. Like,
Oh, valid.
like all these factors, because there's some outfits that just don't fit everybody.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, if you walk out the house in some booty shorts, like
I'm
if
talking
your
about I'm talking about you, bro.
if your
Hoochie
daddy
daddy
if your
shorts.
hoochie daddy shorts
I'm leaving.
let
I'ma leave you at your
a
house.
little cheek hang out,
I'm gonna leave you at the house.
you sus, big dog.
I'm leaving
Like,
you at the house, bro.
I didn't know that there could be a community of sus people until I lived in New York City and went to a church in Brooklyn. And it was a whole
New York
sus
itself is
church.
suspect.
Like all the dudes
Valid.
in this church look I said, is there a straight dude in the building? Like, all of them look. Their pants was just they had like the joint that cut and it's real tight. I was like,
Yo,
yo,
wearing girdles.
See, you know what? I was gonna say
Nah,
crop
dudes
tops.
shouldn't
Crop
wear
tops
girdles.
on
That's
dudes.
weird.
Depending on the body type.
Dudes shouldn't
Depending
wear
on the
crop
ti-
tops.
Depending on the
weird.
body type.
No.
Because if a
Oh,
That's
dude
sus. That's
That's
sus.
big sus.
That's
right.
Unless he a
so.
drug dealer.
If
Yeah, hold on,
he, if
we
he
gonna
got
share.
on a crop top and then he like
Crop top
super-
like
Crop
what?
top.
Like
No,
crop top
that's
like
sus.
like
No,
Sounds
no.
like that.
two top or like
Because they
crop
used to
top
do
like
the whole,
the-
they used to
It's
do
you-
the
no,
tank
the
top.
tank
top
But-
beater,
but-
but it's
yeah.
No, but that's
Yeah.
different. See,
That's
a
different.
white beater and the crop top is different.
But they cut the joint there
Yeah.
into a crop top.
that was in the
And that-
80s.
That's the 80s, and
Right.
everybody was
In the
dressing
80s,
weird.
everything
Everybody
fashionable
and
was
was
AIDS is
sus.
prevalent. And
Everybody
everybody
was
was
sus.
80s
So
was a
now-
little, the whole 80s was suspect. Like,
Right, the 80s was sus.
the clothes in the
Clothes,
80s. Because no, like real talk, when Prince came in with the crop top and the chaps and his booty cheeks out, that's when people was like, he like boys. Like furry pants, chaps,
Because he
booty
had-
cheeks out.
He had a crop top and
the
chaps
chaps.
on with his butt cheeks out. If he had just the crop top,
Even in just
He
a
could
crop
stay-
top.
And-
No, because he had the
and
crop
when
top
he
with
left,
the
and
jeans.
how
Yeah,
big
he-
is and how
yeah,
big
he
is his
jeans.
shoes with the
And when he
heels?
left,
He had the
still
jeans and then
pulled-
had a sunflower around his belly button.
Right, we
So
about to get
sus.
to you, Ernie. I see you
When-
talking.
and when
We
he left,
definitely come
and
in
when he
for
left,
that.
he still pulled all the females.
Valid.
because men,
They was
I
head
don't
over
And
think-
then
heels.
does the man got boobs? Is he fat? Is he fitted? These things matter because if you out here with your bottom boob showing as a man,
In 2023,
Show side boob.
you as a man cannot wear a crop top. I don't care
Facts.
who you is, where you at. You cannot wear a crop top unless you are gay. Do not
Yo,
wear no.
Ernie
Do
got
not wear no.
or you
do
Billy
not
Blanks,
wear
or you
no
Billy
crop
Ernie,
Blanksville.
no, you can't wear a purse, Ernie.
No. All right, let's get the first one. He says,
Yo, hold on. If a guy goes to a gay bar, but he got kids and a girl, is that sus?
no.
No,
Nah,
No,
I
It
can't.
depends.
Because
If he's a
Friends
drug
all the
dealer,
time.
If he's a drug dealer,
if he's a drug dealer, he's in the right place.
He's in the greatest place.
So watch it. So as an Uberer,
if it's
as a-
Tuesday and Thursday at the
No.
the joint on Allen, it's
No.
just because it's big drink night.
but because as an Uber driver,
But they bring
the
their girlfriends
college
with them.
students went to, I'm calling this club out, then Marcellas on purpose. They
True.
weren't sus,
Okay.
but that's where the girls was at.
Right.
So I'm going to where the girls.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say.
I hear you.
I've been
Valid.
I hear you, but no.
If you there
No,
without your
valid.
girl, then it
I'm
sucks.
being so
because
dead
it's more
serious,
than the gays are welcome here more so than they are other bars. But because the
Still a
females
bar,
are no valid,
It's
because
still a
the
bar.
females are here, they're
They
they're
mad
going
at
here,
us.
and that's been a consistent thing even outside Ubering. Hey, going to Marcella's, you're going to where? I'm not going to. I ain't going to go back. You just got to know who you're talking to, because he could be her could be him. Life is different.
Right.
Now I find myself, I'm gonna confess it, doing. I had now, this story sounds bad. So I get invited to do a party as Medea as comedy.
Okay.
I go to the bar not knowing what the bar is, because I found out the bar is a gay bar. It is tap room. It is all drag. But he was having a party for his mother at this location because he did this.
Okay.
But he hired me. I was like, this is not good. This does not look. It makes it look as if I partake in this drag racing, this drag racing
I was just
experience.
up so then I could
I was
make
just
his mama
getting
laugh.
paid to get this money
We
to
got
make his
ki-
mama
did we
laugh.
get
Mama
canceled by
just
the
like
community?
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yeah, we got kicked out of TikTok.
it's okay.
We got canceled by the community.
Cancel.
The community canceled us.
That's crazy. Somebody reported us. It was that. What's the second one?
What about a guy wearing a purse, but he got on Jordans and packing a gun? Is he sus?
Yes. he's
Yes.
sus, bro. He's
Yo,
sus.
Purse or man bag?
Right. If it's a crossbody,
Is
Is
it
it
going
a
across his
satchel?
body?
Is it
Or
a
is it-
satchel like
or is it a
like
Rolls
or is
Royce?
it a
Or is it
or is it a
clutch?
Birkin?
Is it a messenger bag? Is it a what's it called?
is it a
Right.
satchel like
Is he
in the
just holding it
hangover
on his-
or
if he's just holding it on one shoulder?
One shoulder. If
If
he
he's holding it on one shoulder,
if he go like this and he swing it,
right?
right?
Sus.
It just got fringe on it.
If it's a
sus.
tiny purse and it's not leather bound,
oh, good
it got
morning.
chains. It got gold chains.
Right,
on
right.
top,
It got
and it's a
rhinestones.
tiny- and it's a tiny purse.
Yo.
Sus. Okay.
I don't know.
If
I
it don't
out here
hug,
walking
if
in
it
the
don't hug
Birkin.
his,
Some of these man
if it don't
bags
hug
get a
his
little bit more
Because
sus.
right now,
if it
this
don't
is what I
hug
see.
his chest.
I see a person, color, well, not determined, in a crop top with a man bag,
And
Jordans
some
and a gun.
chaps.
What is happening here?
I'm in the
don't
wrong
think the purse-
neighborhood.
I don't think-
Is what's
It
happening.
depends. It
I'm in the
definitely
wrong
depends
neighborhood.
on the kind of purse. I feel like it's more of like if he has like a laptop bag.
But that's
It's
different.
not-
That's
it's
a
not like
laptop
I mean,
bag.
there are purses
That's what I said.
that
It's a
look
messenger bag.
that are purses,
It's fine.
but they look more like bags, if that makes sense. Like they're not just like a feminine looking purse. It could be a purse, but it looks more like a.
If
like
it got
bag.
fringe on it, it's sus.
You know what I'm saying?
He said a purse and a man bag
I-
stuffed across his chest.
I know what the brands are for a purse. If you're
Valid.
wearing a purse brand, it's a
Valid.
purse.
Because like
Because if he got on a Coach
It could be
crossbody
Gucci, Coach,
bag,
Balenciaga. I don't care what
well,
it
no,
is.
because they
If he
do
got
have
on the,
they do have
what's
Coach
the man's
crossbody
name?
bags for men.
but
Let's see.
if it's specified for men, it looks manly.
If you got on an Indiana Jones bag, we all right.
Fact.
Indiana
If it's
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
I said you
Fact.
got a messenger bag. All right, cool.
But you
I
out
know
here,
what a purse look like.
but if you're out here swinging that clutch, Blake, we got a problem, doc.
Cause like I know
sus.
there is crazy. Like somebody was like, I had this bottle of cologne, and it was a dude's cologne, but it smells feminine on me. Like the chemistry makes it smell
Mhm.
lighter and
Aromatic and
just cool water for men.
cool water.
But
from
it
the-
smells really rosy and pretty on me. And she was just like, "You wearing cool? That's real suspect, sis." I'm like, first of all, don't you ever question my deliverance? I'll punch you. Second of all, some cologne like cool water for men smells good on me, and some, but like some female perfume can come off smelling dudish on me based on my body chemistry.
Gotcha.
So like
That's
I was
true,
like, you
yeah.
can't judge a person by they smell.
Right.
Now you can.
You can
'cause if,
because-
if that brother stepped to you smelling like Bath and Body Works floral.
floral.
If you smell
white
like
diamond,
crazy, I'm
like
just-
white diamond.
Exactly. If he's smelling like
white
white diamonds,
Come in.
yo,
You out here smelling like Elizabeth Taylor is a problem.
Fact.
If a guy come up to me and he smells like Bath and Body Works, but he
But
just
Bath and Body
looks
Works make
normal.
booze smells too though. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can wear
Yeah.
Bath and Body
I
Works.
guess
Like,
he
smells
If
like
you smell like winter
lilies
candy
of the
apple
valley.
and you would do,
Lilies,
right.
Why not, though? I
He
feel
should-
like
he
why
shouldn't
is it
smell
that the
sweet, though.
assumption that a man
He
is
shouldn't
smelling
smell-
like
shouldn't-
Floral.
candy or floral
He
is
shouldn't smell
gay?
sweet,
I don't
though.
understand that because
So,
I don't
okay,
think there's nothing
so-
wrong with that.
So your boyfriend
Okay.
decides, I don't want men's cologne.
He wants to get away.
He wants to wear winter candy apple.
Perfume.
You want to wear what you got in your house.
Right.
I bought it. It smelled good. What's wrong with that? I like the way it smells. If I smell it on you, I'm gonna be smelling.
Well, this is what I'll say. I'll say that aromas do have scents that trigger certain thoughts. For example, I had my good cologne on a good Sunday morning. I was in church first, and someone walked in and said, "It smells like a good man in here. Watch yourself." Because I am here. Okay, I am married and happily, but aromas they carry a little. They trigger stuff, and I don't want to see my wife and smell her and be like him. I just
Right.
don't.
Facts.
Dude, look like a lady.
My wife used
Girl,
to wear
you-
my deodorant.
Blood.
Don't do that.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to wear girl deodorant.
I already be
sometimes.
blessed.
I
can cover
did
you.
too, but
that's also
only if
girl
I ain't got
deodorant.
none.
But that's also because girl deodorant is just way stronger than ours.
Nah.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
secret.
Especially-
The secret.
No, the secret.
I
the
get-
the
I
dove
hear
and the
what you're
secret.
saying.
That's joint.
I
was
hear
like,
what
yo,
you're
this-
saying,
but
but it's a
it was
last
also
resort
my
for me.
mother's, and I was also
I
like
feel like it's a different
a child.
thing if a
Oh,
woman
degree.
wearing
Some of the
What's up, blessed?
degree
Good seeing you.
joint.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Some of the degree joint
I'll bring you in
though.
prayer.
Yeah,
You could pass with some of the degree.
that the white and
24-hour
black
protection
joint. That's the
joint.
lit one.
The
That's
shower
lit
joint.
degree
It's a
joint.
pass for it.
I only do it if I ain't got none. Like if I ain't got none and I don't see myself going to get none,
Mhm.
I'm gonna commit
You know-
to this week of this feminine deodorant.
This is
I
valid.
mean, I'm just personally, I don't want a dude to walk up on me and he smell like winter candy apple. I just don't. I just
and I
just
don't know
for me.
valid because if
I
a woman
don't.
steps to me
During
smelling like a
Christmas,
man, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, where you just come from?
yeah.
Because
yeah.
for me, nothing is
He was
sexier
at
than
a
a good
dude
smelling
house, is
man.
how I see it.
Just walk by and smell like God's goodness and cologne.
Mhm.
It's just wonderful.
I just got blocked on live for until the 22nd.
Until the 22nd, what did we do?
Talking about sus.
I don't know.
It's
We
we're
offended
offending the LGBT.
Oh, they coming for us?
alphabet.
They
Y'all
come from
download
the
the app
community,
and y'all
came
follow
for
us
us.
on subscribe to us. It's that time
That's
to get
okay.
viral.
We all got TikTok.
Valid.
We all got TikTok.
Valid. You got to do a video, but like, hey, just follow us over
But
here.
yeah,
Right.
to the topic of the thing. Like, yeah, like I said, it really depends
so
on what you.
that's
It
those-
depends on where you're going
Where you going?
and where you're
Because
at.
Now, because I've been to the sanctuary, and the whole front row, not at church currently, last location. The whole front row was just such a. Just Sicilian Sussex. Sicilians, like, what is happening? Y'all, all y'all look sus.
So you guys,
terrible.
we're going live on my TikTok.
and it's too much Beijing sus. It's too much.
Oh, I can't
Like,
stand.
That's all it is. Like,
The
it really
Beijing.
comes down to where
Beijing,
you going,
what's
where
that?
you at.
Oh,
That's
so
what they blacken.
they
Now
take-
I am.
they take Beijing hair dye. And
Oh, and
Make
then create that
create
super
the-
crisp.
yeah,
Why? Oh, it looks good.
it's when you
For me,
sweat.
I
It's
know, but it's like,
Oh yeah,
When you wipe
like
off.
I said, where
it
you at?
transfers-
What
Where you going?
doing. Don't go to the club like that, bro. You about to sweat. Don't go to church
No,
like
because-
that.
because-
you know you about to
because
sweat
now
at church.
though, because I am a
Okay.
Beijing.
He said y'all talking
So,
about Kevin.
but what happens is
I
that
know you, bro.
they have
Yo,
they've
facts.
they've
How-
advanced.
yo.
If you guys are looking like jet black in the beard, and we can tell you this drawn on paint situation. You know, my hair get a little bit of, I'm missing little pieces. You get a little bit of spray. But you can't identify that you're looking real hard. But for some people who are looking like Jermaine
Jackson, listen.
Dog.
Your
That-
whole,
Facts.
all your hair is
Yo.
painted, bro. That's a
So
problem.
no, there's a. They went from Beijing to this new stuff.
Yeah.
The
Enhance it.
puffer.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks more hair-like.
Absolutely.
I can do that.
But some of
Puff
these
me up.
puff.
If I need it, I need it. But like, keep the Beijing at bay.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Because this Jing ain't doing it.
I don't know, I guess sometimes
So
I
for the
feel
TikTok
bad.
viewers, what's up, y'all? This is Fire 716 Radio. Our homegirl got banned because some people didn't like some stuff
Yeah.
that we said. So going live on my page. This is the crew. That's Kevin
Yeah,
on
what's up?
air.
Listen, we're online.
Frank in the
We're
morning.
rocking out. Listen, we'll be right back.
Money Mac.
Fire 716. We'll get back into hot.
Daniel the
So we got
Dark
church
Knight.
mess?
Yes, we got church.
Church mess when we get back on Fire 716. Your boy Big Frank. You locked into Big Frank in the morning. Let's go get it.
So what's up?
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you.
What's up, fam? It's Frank.
And Tyra, tune in to Keeping the Fire.
Every Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fire 716.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
No, I'm okay. I'm still
Fire 716 Radio Boy Big Frank. You're locked into.
You're locked.
Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. It's going down this morning. Listen, if you're watching online or you're watching, listening on the app, listen, if you want to get you a show and you want to be a part of the Fire 716 family, give me a call, 716-371-1903. That's 716-371-1903. I'm looking to be the hub for podcasting, the hub for radio content. Also, if you want to advertise, do commercials as you've seen, reach out to me at 716-371-1903. And the number that Kevin is access is to the number to phone. The radio station. Right to the phone. You want to call in, you can call in, but it's going down. So we got some church messy Essie.
So we got church mess. So if you guys did not know, Dwayne Dawkins, he is a pastor of a major church. His video of him having sex with a male was leaked. Dwayne Dawkins tried to get ahead of it by, saying this is what happened. And it was, this like, I didn't know I was being recorded, all this other kind of stuff. So the person that he smashed came forward and did his own video saying that Dwayne Dawkins did reach out to him. He told him, with my deals, either you pay me or I videotape you and share it on my OnlyFans. Apparently, Dwayne Dawkins agreed to the OnlyFans, but he did not know that the content creator, because he was like, I'm a content creator, so I stream on all social medias. He didn't know that the video was not only going to go on OnlyFans, but it was also connected to his Twitter, and that's how the video was leaked. It came out on his Twitter. So he was like, don't lie and say you didn't know that you weren't being recorded. This was the agreement because you chose not to pay me. And don't say that that the whole wife and kid situation. He was like, I literally have the conversation where we talked about you telling me that you're a pastor and that you got wife and kids. So he got receipts. So now, people are trying to come for him, and he was like, don't come for me. Like, this man approached me. He came into my inbox, and now he's trying to save his image because he's a world-renowned pastor. No, this is what happened. You chose not to pay, so you agreed to the video.
So I watched the videos that the guy who made the content said, and first off, he straight up, like, if you go to his profile, like all his OnlyFans and all that stuff, like, it's right there. So it's not like the pastor didn't know that. Secondly,
that's how he found him.
If he starts going up, the pastor's going off about, I got a wife, you ain't think nothing about that when you slid that man's DMs sliding, and then when you slid to his house, and then when you backslid.
You backslid.
You didn't care. You did not care then, so don't care now.
You're a backslider. Right. What is happening?
You gave back that thing up a whole new day.
Yeah, for real. So I just think that, I don't think that what the guy did was wrong. He told him straight up, a deal is a deal. If you don't do that, then that's just your end of the deal. If you don't want to go through that, then don't slide into somebody's DMs wanting to get buzzed down and then get mad that it got leaked. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Big
Frank, you look like you got a lot on your mind.
This is better. This is better way.
What is so hard about living home?
Like, live right. And if you want some
pray about
anal
Ask your wife.
Talk to your
Talk
spouse
to your wife.
about your freaky desires, okay? Tell her to dress like a stud and do you right. I don't know what to
I
tell
don't
you.
know what to tell you.
But for you to step outside of your marriage is a violation. For you to go over into a platform where somebody is public, how special is
Can you be?
that may not be the proper word. If you are offended, don't block us yet. But like, what if this is a public person
Tell me special ed is a
and it's
rapper.
obvious that
They're
they
content
they're
creators.
He said he's a content creator.
That's
Why would you give him content to
Which-
create?
I
Why
was
would
gonna
you
say,
even? Why would
he's
you
a
give him
porn
ammo?
star.
For real.
He got the gun. You gave him bullets. Boom.
Now you shot in the foot.
You the target.
It's on a hub. I'm trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
I
get
mean,
this
and
money.
not only just that, but like as a fellow content creator, not OnlyFans, but other
I'm gonna
stuff.
be only
Content.
Listen,
I
I
show
thought
her.
about it, but we not gonna.
No, because we talk Kevin out of doing OnlyFans.
I'm gonna do OnlyFans
You
and mess
know-
him up.
I'm
gonna call it
I
Adam
still
and
might
Eve.
do an OnlyFans.
Listen, my cousin said
No, it's
that
crazy,
girls
though. Be a
do
catfish.
No, it's
OnlyFans,
crazy.
and
It's a
that when
bunch of.
people got on there, she was rapping, she was freestyling.
I was
That
gonna say
it.
it's a bunch of OnlyFans
Yeah.
that really ain't
Ain't nothing. The girl said she made $800
ain't nothing.
OnlyFans
They about
because she just posted her face
right.
and did nothing.
People be having OnlyFans about building
'Cause
stuff.
they-
I'd be like, bro,
Because the stuff is private until you pay for it.
Right.
Right.
I
So,
said I was gonna.
I'm
do it
putting
to,
the cheek, and when you get it with the cheek of God, like it's just gonna be prophetic.
Cheek.
garment.
God,
Oh, God.
for real. y'all laughing, but I
You like do a
literally
slow shot where you
did-
start there and then go up.
and
Right.
it's the
Now I
Bible.
got your attention.
Yeah.
God
Right.
is looking for you.
I was
All
gonna
I'm
say
saying
'cause
is,
OnlyFans.
I feel like
Yo.
it could be a good way to. It can be a good way to make extra money. The only thing that sucks is that it is so associated with
right.
sex and.
Let's do a
pornography.
fiery
That wasn't what it was about.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's
Like, 'cause
anything,
I
though.
was gonna
Facts.
make one, but just post
Twitter
cute
is
pictures
is
because I have
Pornhub.
tons of extra pictures.
It's not how it
I wanna
started.
post on Facebook, and
Valid.
then just talk to people.
That's crazy.
They just
My,
pay to talk.
my thing is this, and I'm not condoning sin, but if you gon' sin in silence, like
Sit in silence.
sin in silence.
The
Get
Lord
the
already
cash.
goes.
Don't let your sin be.
The
Don't
Lord
write,
already
don't
know.
write a check. Don't send a Cash App or a Zelle. Get the cash. Put it in the person's hand. There's no like this dude had the
Yo.
option of just paying this man, and it wouldn't have been leaked on Twitter.
But then, how much you asking for?
I would a lot.
But that's the
Probably.
point, though. If he's asking for a whole bunch of money, he knows. Like he
Like,
He
is
knew.
this
I wouldn't even had
the
that
guy
conversation.
who's doing the content.
the
who-
church
who
ain't
he
got
know.
it like that. We not out here.
he do though.
It's like, okay,
According
Dwayne
to who?
Dawkins do.
if I
Valid.
tell you
Like, that's-
you can slide for $2,000 to $5,000 or whatever the guy said the price was, or
Slide
or
to the
be in a
left.
video,
Mhm.
and you say,
See,
"Oh, I got the money."
the problem was
I'll
it's
be in the
because
video. Like,
because when he
that's your
came
fault.
when you ran up to him, he was telling him about all the money he had, and that's what happened. That's why a price guy said he probably would have just slid up and like, "Yo, what's up? You know, I'm interested in you. What's up with you?" He probably would have been like, "Oh, you."
Now the
cute."
content
He
creator
probably could've
has
been like,
a baseline
He probably was
price.
like, I ain't gonna use my card for this transaction because my wife is linked.
Better get some
and
cash.
you better get cash.
What is you taking out all this?
But then
money
the question
for?
is, how
That's a
much is
fact.
you charging me for this blood?
Wow,
Because
Money.
rather I'm gonna take the
money.
borderline blackmail.
no valid and we
Take him, I said,
and we
take him to court and
assume
sue him.
and we assume people because they
You can still sue
listen
him. They ain't got no
popularity and
contract.
fame
Fact.
does not equate to having a steady cash flow. I might have some basic bill paying situation. I can sustain a thing. I got wife and kids. We Gucci. I don't. You dumb. I don't know how
But if
you
that's
walk.
the thing though, if you didn't pay the price, suppose his baseline is 2,000. You
No,
pay
it's
me.
more than that.
You
My
pay
man-
me
my man
2,000.
It's
baseline-
10,000 plus.
My man baseline
No,
was
what I'm
like
saying is,
$100.
I'm just being
Yeah,
reasonable
gotcha.
for the average person because he more than not just celebrities reach out to this dude. He got average people doing it too. So if his baseline is 2,000, if you didn't pay the 2,000 and she chooses to divorce her husband, she getting more than 2,000
That's fact.
because it's
Valid.
it's infidelity.
That's fact.
So she getting half of everything,
That's a fact.
everything.
And I don't think it's
And she
blackmail
might say.
either because you
She
can
always
only
thought he was sus.
blackmail when you already
What did
have
she- oh,
the male to black. If there was no mail,
so
I'll say it this
slid
way.
in the inbox, but he didn't actually.
So
he didn't do
I'll say it.
anything until after the fact.
I'll say it this way because this is where is because
I'm about to ask a
legal.
question.
If we wanted to make it to a legal thing, they would end up going to court for defamation of character. He probably would win. Just off the grip. They didn't
How,
write.
though?
They ain't write no contract.
No contract.
Valid.
They ain't no
verbal is
verbal
a
contract is
contract.
actually
and not
standing
only
in court.
verbal, but if there was a written communication,
And he has
though.
receipts
But look though,
to
just off the grip of, I didn't know it was gonna be on Twitter. He just told me OnlyFans,
No, valid. That's
Out.
a little loophole.
and it's
That's
out just
very-
like that.
Very much so valid.
And then bang, I'm getting
I
all
got
your
a
money. Now
question.
I'm getting all the money. Now I'm getting all
What's
your
your
money.
question?
Even though my wife is leaving, I'm just gonna get all
If
your
this
Valid.
was your husband,
you know what I'm saying?
you found this out. Are you leaving or are you staying?
I'm leaving because first of all, why couldn't you just come and talk to me about what urges you were having?
And this conversation is gonna start again.
No, I'm not going down that route.
You
Real
were
quick.
here for
About
this
it.
very heated
Real quick.
conversation a
So,
couple months ago.
alright.
Cameron.
How open-minded are you to that idea?
To that-
Because
I mean,
are you gonna go to the
Are
store,
you gonna pay them?
buy the proper equipment to
Okay.
satisfy that need?
Not that you.
I mean, if we're married, why not?
That's it.
I mean, but it's just everybody's
What's ever in
different.
the bedroom?
Because now, don't take it this way.
Go ahead and
But
tell
what
her.
if I had certain needs that I wanted that maybe he didn't maybe it was different for him? Like,
Okay.
There isn't
You
much
got that
that
a
a man
carpet.
can do to a woman that she doesn't.
Kevin
already
is my
like.
brother for real.
So as a man,
Takes the thought.
it's not normal for us to take it up the chute.
Right. Because we can never mind. I want to stop.
Oh, you
but
want
I
to go down
can't.
Okay, you started.
So
wait, before
what
you say
can
something-
she do
Before you say something,
that
I just wanna-
I can't execute? Because if you want to
Valid.
have a carpet match, we can carpet and pretend. But my thing is, the original question is because the question is, can that man be comfortable enough with the person that he's in love with to express these
That level of
desires?
vulnerability. Yeah.
Not that I'm attracted to a man, but there's some things I want to try and see if what this does. Can you handle that without going, oh, he's sus?
I would rather you come and tell me that this is something that you're
Put your
interested
finger in
in,
Let me be surprised.
like than to find out that there could be you don't know if
video
this
out
dude
there.
got something that got some
Right.
like you could have opened me up to
some wild-
diseases
wild stuff.
because you out here fulfilling this desire that you just didn't tell me about. I would rather you tell me about it and we be a little uncomfortable and have a conversation than me now running to the clinic because
Super
I don't know if it's real for color girls all
And-
over again. Like I just
Yes.
don't know. I don't want to find out I have the disease.
How you let yourself?
Like I would, I
you
don't
the one doing the
bid it. Like I don't want to have the chance of
sorry
getting a
if
disease.
you're offended.
Right.
I feel like
because you
morning.
just don't want to have a conversation.
Right. I feel like it's definitely like, why can't we? What is it that's stopping you from having that conversation with me? Because I feel like, but this is also me, and this is also like whatever partner I get with. If that's something that you are into, like, okay, let's try it. Because maybe I don't know, maybe it's fun. I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
And then I think it depends on the woman and how she handles things. But if you shoot such daggers for like small stuff, I'm not
Facts.
coming. They're not gonna come. Look at me. I'm not coming. Not coming to you with things I want to experiment and try. Because this is not art that say always, oh, I'm attracted to the man. Oh, he fine. I want to know.
Curiosity.
Right.
I only had one
Good
comment
morning.
before we got into that conversation,
Yeah.
and it was just, because we said, if you're gonna say sin in the dark, like God gonna bring it to light anyway. So
I was being funny.
no.
Yeah.
I'm saying no. What I'm saying is because you was like, do it in silence, and I'm like, yes, please, because God gonna bring it to light anyway. Either let him talk to you first, or he gonna be like, well, I'll let you have your way.
Because I feel like
and this
because
was this what you did. I ain't do
for
this. You did
for
that.
Dr. Dawkins, this may not have been the first
Right.
day of dipping.
Valid.
right.
Valid.
He may have gotten away with this double dipping of the dopper.
At the usher board.
Double dipping his
double
chip.
dipping the chip, and nobody called him out. So he may have gotten comfortable
Yeah.
with this. So this is just another one.
Another one.
But this one,
You slept with a content creator that was creating content that told you he was going to release
and
the
then too,
content.
there are other content creators who keep somebody's secret. This is this man,
Right?
caucus male,
NDR them boy.
and he out here and watch this. His type is straight men. I'm perplexed, but there are people who like their type is straight men. Like they are not me. Fix that.
Right.
I like the devil is, but what is they're attracted to straight men, and that like how if they straight how you got them.
Facts.
But from some way they getting them.
They turn it.
They turn it, and they're not disposing.
Valid.
They keeping their name still
They're
private.
being
Well,
integral.
if that's his,
Unfortunately,
if that's his thing, he don't
it
wanna lose it.
is doable. My
So-
past experience has proven that. That's not something I'm I'm bragging
Yeah,
about.
I seen
'cause
them.
I'm actually ashamed. God has forgiven me, but I was ashamed of the fact that I did that to a straight girl before. And now, like, I'd be like, I'd be like, God, please let her get saved because I don't want her
Please get
no, because like
so much damage.
because when you
Save
do
her.
stuff like that
Valid.
and the person is far gone now, they
Go
out there now.
over you.
If this person, and for me, at being who person I am, I'm like, if you die and go to hell because of that, that was my fault. Because I was the person that did it. Like I was the person that introduced you to
You got to
it.
take accountability sooner or later.
Like somebody didn't say stop.
Yeah,
Somebody,
Yeah, somebody at some
That's
point
just
you
like
could
if
have.
somebody,
just keep me my left shaking to me. You had to make it shake. I don't even know
That's
that.
like-
What does that
if somebody
mean?
No, just
somebody
whatever he be saying.
introduces you to alcohol or drugs or whatever,
Valid.
at some point, like
Yeah,
they're
for
not
sure.
around,
You gotta
and
take
you are
accountability.
doing that yourself.
Yeah,
So it's
man.
not, I
Forgive
don't
me
know.
this morning,
I
y'all. I
don't
don't
think
know what's
that
happening.
I don't think it's.
Yeah.
fully
So-
But for
your
Pastor Dawkins,
Yeah.
I pray
That
that
man
y'all can work
just-
it out.
Yeah.
I pray that you don't lose your wife and
And you get
kids
delivered.
over it. You
Valid,
know.
I
valid.
pray
That's how you get
that
delivered.
all of this suspect behavior
You should sue
just
us
stops in the house of God.
That ain't good.
now.
Because it, at least with leaders,
Yeah.
because it hit different. It hit
Yeah.
different for leaders.
I think
than they do for members,
what's
and
happening
it's
is that because let me just be very honest with you, because of the issues that we say exist in the world, they come to they come to church.
right.
Right.
It's designed. It's designed.
church
that
is
way.
a hospital.
So you're gonna see it.
Hospital. So you're gonna see it, and what happens is, as society does what it does, it makes things more easier to access. So what I would normally suppress or dismiss or cancel, oh, there's some people doing this out here, which now validates, gives my flesh more activation. Oh, maybe I could get away with this. Maybe I can. Where before that, there was a standard, and there was even a lack of conversation to it. Like it wasn't as open, Now this is an open forum. We got LBW, the tongue talking.
Don't get me
community.
blocked.
But just take that smoke for what it is. But it's like now that it's out here, and this may be something that I'm dealing with that we're not talking about. Number two, culturally, we don't talk about sex in our culture. We have to discover. We figure out. We experiment. We trying to watch TV, watch porn, trying to navigate because nobody's having a conversation of what this feeling is, how to handle it, and what this is. You got to take all that in consideration. I'm talking good now. Y'all can check y'all can check the notes. But then you have additional situations because if sexually, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening, what's going on, as far as intimacy. But then I don't feel attractive to men, so we're not engaging. So we playing with what's around me.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of
Hi,
different
Dexter.
situation stories. And I want to get to that as intense, but it's like now it's just so open. It's so consistent and becoming the norm.
Yeah.
It's no longer taboo.
It's not a step. It's not to see somebody sus or see somebody living an alternate lifestyle. It's just like walking. It's normal. Okay. Now in leadership, there's a responsibility. But as leaders, we supposed to hold the standard, be the example, and those things. And this is why I don't like the world, because in one breath, we too deep.
Oh, yeah.
In one breath, y'all hypocrites and trying to do it. No, I'm human. I'm a human being, and I'm flawed just like you flawed.
Yeah.
I begin a responsibility which requires more of me. So I try to submit more. That doesn't mean I am without flaw. But what y'all do is y'all take my flaw or the fact that you dislike something and you want to highlight it and make it a big deal. This is not to give credence to Dawkins, his behavior.
Oh no.
Because God gives us a grace before exposure.
Right.
Like we ain't wake up, oh, I did a thing. No, you've been dipping. You've been playing. And you're not heeding the warning or God's grace that he's had towards you. So now I have to expose you. What comes out with an embarrassment, what not come with conviction would not bring you back to your knees. So you just might lose everything now. So now you're more committed now.
Valid.
But now let's talk about how do we get here?
Yeah.
What is it that's active? Number 2, perversion is real. Perversion does not have a him or her. Perversion is a beast. And if you feed lust and perversion, it's going to want more and more. What happens is what is presented is not satisfied.
Valid.
I'm accustomed to this. I want more. And more is often something new. New is also something different. So if you've been out here playing with the pity pat for the poop, and now you out here playing with the booty bop for the bot, okay? And no, Marietta, I'm done. But I was doing so good.
This is why you guys need to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because the language that he comes up with is hilarious.
I don't know stuff you meaning, but it's just so much now that it's common, but doesn't make it valid and okay.
Right.
That makes sense. So it's like, hey, I'm not here to bash or destroy or be like, oh, you hell-bound the people.
Yeah.
But there's a responsibility that comes with being a servant of God and being that example and being that standard. And we all are flawed.
Right.
Like some of y'all still lying. And I tell people all the time, the reason why the sus is so highlighted is because oftentimes you can identify it in his presentation.
Right.
But if you didn't know,
You
the
did.
dog just didn't get caught. You still like preaching. I don't know how to preach, but
I don't know how to preach.
no, yeah, at all. But so yeah,
that was church mess.
valid. Listen, it's going down. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. We'll be back with hot topics. So, I thought Jay was gonna come in here with no information because it was her birthday yesterday, but she is killing the game. Okay, valid. Y'all can send birthday love to her. Happy birthday from yesterday today. Matt Randall.
$ Jessica Cherie SHARI.
Belated birthday. For 20 years, I thought it meant that we were related. But it's happy belated birthday. Is that it's late?
Yeah.
Right.
Not that it's related.
No.
Like you my cousin.
It was belayed.
Belayed.
Belayed that.
Don't judge me.
No, thanks for all my viewers, all the likes. I appreciate y'all. I'm getting ready to sign off.
All right, we'll be right back. 5716 Big Frank in the morning.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
One decision. Epic movie.
I am Barnabas Matthews. I represent Sector 716, and the COVID-19 virus will not take us out. We will conquer. We will win. They thought it had us, but it did not. And we will not lose or be defeated. I am Barnabas Matthews, and we will not be defeated.
Say one more time. Fire 716 Radio, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in Big Frank in the morning. We are working on our online radio collaboration. Shout out to my guy in Buffalo who is driving the kids to school who listens in the morning. We appreciate you, sir. He'll soon be on the station as well, rocking out with us. And yeah, if you are listening again online via the multiple streams: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and you listen on the app. If you want to be a part of a show, you want to do a show, give me a call, 716-371-1903. Bigger podcast happen for somebody. Look at me being that person. You've been talking about podcasting and doing it, but where do I go? I don't have the equipment. Just come and pull up. We can make something happen. We got the board, we have the lighting, we have the cameras. So let's make it happen for you.
You a conversation away.
Listen, I got a picture that's not up here that I'm gonna put up here soon.
We make millionaires at this radio station.
Get them. Talk to them. Talk to them.
Go on and jump on.
Jump on.
Before you
Jump
miss the boat.
Before the price drop.
Before the price go up.
Price drop. Because that'll become $760.
Jump.
$760.
$716.
7160.
$7,116.
We gonna be moving the decimal every time.
Every time. How much is it now? $760. How was that?
$7,000.
Valid. So it's going down. We got hot topics we got going on.
And so unfortunately, there was 2 school shootings.
My lord.
The first shooting was at Westinghouse Academy, which is in Pennsylvania. The shooting happened shortly after dismissal time. Police said it's too early to tell if it was a targeted one or a random one. Nobody was arrested. 4 children were hit, but that wasn't life-threatening. So that was in Pittsburgh.
He's still at large?
Mm-hmm.
That the one in Pittsburgh is still at large. So they're still looking. They're asking people to come forward if you know anything. It was 3 15-year-olds and 1 17-year-old, but luckily it wasn't life threatening.
Yeah.
It was they're gonna live. The other shooting was in Michigan State.
Yeah, man.
They did catch him. He is brown. I'm a little disappointed.
Like the second or third,
But brown don't mean black.
Brown like he a Negro or brown that
He looked like he could have been a coach. He looked like he could be a coach.
Yeah. So
Somali.
Somali pirates.
So they said that his name is McRae.
Questionable,
Yeah, he
White
was
slave
left in
owner.
probation, and he left probation in 2021. Prior to his arrest, McRae had 4 counts of driving with a suspended license from 2006 to 2008, and he also there was one more. He also had like a repeat offender charge of like possession of a weapon and things of that nature. So they said that he is the suspect that was caught for the Michigan State student shooting. Prayers up to the victims and the families of the victims for this. We really, I'm not trying to get preachy, but we really have to cover kids in prayer.
No, for sure.
Because it's to the point that now it's becoming common. So common is just like, the effect is desensitizing us, where students are losing their lives over it could be nothing, it could be something. And definitely
Go ahead. I was just gonna say also too, and this is not to be offensive or anything like that. I'm not saying it that way, but I think it's very important to do research on some of these school shootings, because and I'm saying this and I mean this in the most sincere way. I think there are some shootings that happen that is not what they making it out to be, and things need to be researched, because there's no reason why you should tell me that these poor kids died from a shooting that happened, and then later on these same kids is in the Super Bowl under different names, but it's the same kids. But that's just a conspiracy. We'll talk about it another time. I just want to throw that out. Yeah. There's research on that. Do some research on that.
Sharita said they didn't catch him. He died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Okay.
Wow.
Alrighty. I'm sorry. So the news outlet that I was reading was wrong. So Kanye and Kim Kardashian have settled their divorce officially. Kanye will pay Kim $200,000 a month in child support.
$200,000 a month
in child support.
Lord,
that's nothing. That's nothing.
No, say it again. How much?
$200,000 a month
for 5 kids.
But yeah, it's count.
For 18-year-olds, she got 4.
18-year-old gonna be
Yo,
all
people are
bad,
petty.
bro.
I just not read this. She 18 years. She got 4 of your kids and got you for 18 years. That's petty.
fact.
yo.
Wow.
Prophesy.
Listen,
About yourself, though.
he spoke that.
Right.
But yeah,
You do it
so they have 4 kids. 4 kids.
It's
4 or 5.
I think it's 4.
Each
North,
for One Direction, right?
Northeast,
South Chicago.
He's right.
Chicago, and then the twins, right? Was there twins?
No.
Nah,
That's right.
Beyonce got twins.
You thinking you thinking Nick Cannon.
Oh, okay.
Cannon got kids.
Well, 200,000 a month. Kanye got it.
Right.
The late
Not
Kanye got it. He got
He's
it.
gonna retire. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You said 200,000
A month. A month.
I'm sorry. In my mind, I
thinking
thought
yearly?
you said 200,000 a year, and I'm like, that don't make sense.
No, 200,000 a month.
Oh, she making bang. I mean, let me
North Psalm Chicago Saint.
So
Okay,
4.
yeah,
4. Nothing to do with
Spell
North.
Saint with a
No,
Y,
North, South, East.
Right, spell SY.
Yeah. So the Late Late Show, currently hosted by James Corden, has reportedly been canceled after 30 years of broadcasting.
Okay.
So the Late Late
Okay.
Show
30 years.
is gone. Is
Hey,
gone.
He had 30 years. Wrap
Wait,
it
who
up.
was
Well,
it?
James Corden is the last host.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
was gonna
gotcha.
say, 'cause
That's
he ain't
all.
been there for
Okay,
30 years.
Yeah. So no, he hasn't done it for 30 years, but he's also the
I ain't
carpool
gonna lie,
karaoke
though.
guy.
He had all the good. He had all the
For
good.
something new.
What you
Good
call
shows.
it?
They got a lot of good different things.
He
like
had
the
all
rap battle
he
joints.
had all the good joints for the Late Late Show. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't even watching it until he got on it.
No
And
battle.
I was like,
Who
oh,
was it
yeah.
before him?
they wasn't having as much fun. Now they was
I
having
mean, they
a lot of
need
fun.
to.
Facts, rap battles, and
Yeah, they was
They,
having fun.
No, you
I
know-
think that
But
the
it did
majority
come
of
on
the
after
shows
the
that have
Late
been
Show.
going on for 30, 40, 50, whatever amount of
Valid.
years, cancel them. Let's
Nah,
start something
Yeah, in our new
over
location,
now.
we should have a fiery Late Late Show. We
Oh,
can do
yes.
it. We can do it.
can
No,
definitely
no.
Fiery
do
Late
it.
Late Show.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I'm there.
we can
I'm
do
on
and
that.
have a little audience, and we can
Right.
do it random days and just post it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah!
Yep.
Just to
Okay.
see how
I'm
big the
with
space
it.
is.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yes.
Trying to find the time for that.
we doing that.
Yeah.
Man,
No facts.
Catherine
Y'all call us
Jackson, who was, if you don't know who Catherine Jackson
get
is,
paid.
she was one of the Hidden Figures.
Okay.
The original
the
character.
original
The
person.
original, she celebrated her 100th birthday.
come on.
Okay,
Hundo.
So
She
shout
over
out
it.
to Catherine.
After she over it, yeah, she
I
is.
need the health plan. Girl. What you doing?
Listen,
Work
like
like that.
honestly, I was
She
reading.
lived her best life. Okay.
Yo, I
80
was
80
reading
85
this
is good.
article, like these 3 different articles by older people, and they said the thing that kept them alive was minding a business
I do that.
and
Mhm.
understanding that companionship is an option.
I just when I get
Fact.
no back. When I get old, I just want to be a functioning, well mobile old person.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to be thrown on the couch in the corner and just.
I want to be. I want to be.
like, just like
I want to be able
I'm
to
about to
drive
change my
to the
life.
store.
Look at Grandpa over there.
Hey, Grandpa.
There's
I want
like
to be able to drive to the store, drive to the movies. I want to be able to walk the mall. You know what I'm saying? No,
Facts.
Right.
I want to be
Yeah.
able to drive. I want to be able to.
Even if I slow down and I shake, I'm
Yeah.
down for that.
I'm okay with
I'm not
being-
shaking.
I'm okay with taking
I'm
longer.
gonna be, listen, I'm gonna be that 80-year-old fly woman.
I'm okay
Like
with taking
I'm
longer.
cracking
getting hit
jokes
on by
my
the 25-year-olds.
grandkids.
Like I'm gonna be that old woman.
Girl,
Like
girl, your mama back in the day.
I'm
know
okay
that's
with
how
being-
you be,
I'm okay
right?
with being slower. I just don't- I
hey,
don't-
Brandy.
You know, if me and your grandmama didn't get busy, you wouldn't be here.
That is
Your mama used to say I'm old, but she right here with me.
She
right
right
here.
there. That'd be the
I tell
crazy
my wife all the
thing,
time.
like, you know,
When I'm 90, you 80, you we in the same.
You right
here.
there. Ain't
I'm
no, you old.
Oh,
We
no.
old.
I'm just gonna be talking.
she said Brandy said not shaking. No, like I really do. I want to be that fly old lady that the young boys are still trying to get with.
Yes.
Like clean, she a baddie old lady. Like I'm not gonna
I'm
be
trying to
shaking.
be dress shoes, jeans.
I'm
with a
just trying to
jersey.
be. I'm trying to be that granddad that they call to have fun.
For, no valid.
Like, granddad, can we go to the mall? Can we go to
Come
the movies?
I'm about to be a
Let's
silver
go.
fox. It might be only Fox Hill on the side by then.
Silver
Put a hat on,
still.
you'll be okay.
You gonna have granddad. You gonna have a silver
you got
streak.
older and younger and better.
Older and
Younger
younger,
and
like
big-
facts.
I became better.
But
I agree with you on that one.
I'm gonna be a bad
I'm
grandma.
gonna dress like how they dress when I
I'ma
get
be
that
a
age.
bad
When
grandma.
I get old, I might.
I
that's
used to
when
talk
that's
to
when I'm
a
start
bad
dressing
grandma.
Way cleaner. They gonna
She
be
was
like,
in her
"Dang,
40s.
man, damn, you be wearing
I
suits
bet
everywhere." I'm
she's
like, yo,
40s,
man, I'm just.
like-
She was a
talking-
she had grandkids.
Oh.
Well,
Well, I'm saying like,
I'm
I'm
a-
saying like probably about 60s, 70s. Oh yeah, I'm putting on some
I'll
tight
be a-
jeans. If
I'ma
I might wear
but-
crop
Daniel's
tops, I'm
shirt, Daniel's sweatshirt gonna go from provider to provided for.
I'm gonna be the
Yo,
know, I'm trying to be in my Cadillac.
I'm
Right,
gonna be the
slow.
grandfather that I'm gonna be disrespectful. Like my grandkids ain't gonna be able to talk to me no crazy.
Bad grandpa.
They gonna say something to me.
No,
I'm like,
Kev
I'll
gonna be
like,
bad grandpa.
I'm
like,
terrible.
I'll be like, you know how
Bad
you,
grandpa.
I'm like, you know how
Listen,
you,
if
I'm like,
I'm still,
I'm like, you know how you scared of your daddy? I was like, he's scared of me. What's up?
what's up? Facts.
What's up with
I'm
you?
gonna be out preaching in God. Here you go.
that's why you're gonna be on the schedule once every 3 months.
Listen, my grandkids. If my grandkids smoke weed, they gonna get it from me.
Yo,
I'm screaming. That,
Frank gonna
Grandpa
be,
got that.
Yes.
Frank gonna be that preacher that got Tweety coming up to sing the song. You know, I was with my wife and we was going to Dallas and I had a feeling I wrote a song. I called Tweety. I said, Tweety, write this down, Tweety.
Write this
And it went like this.
Wow, but
At the
congratulations. Wow, congratulations
fine.
to Fantasia Barrino. She enrolled in college
Come on,
after
girl,
getting
get
her
your
GED. She
education.
said the
Fantasia?
SG Rose,
Yeah.
the SG Rose inspired her to actually go back and go
That's
to
good.
school.
Like she's
Okay.
because
Proud of
I'm
her.
She in
being
a sorority.
she is an honorary Sigma Gamma Rho.
yeah. They put
I'm
it,
proud
they,
of
they
her,
put it in a
you
row
know.
and then
So it's cool because when I become rich and famous, I'm gonna be an honorary Q. So it's all good.
If you contribute.
Right.
Well,
Gotta
see,
put
that's the
money.
thing with Fantasia. So originally she wanted to be a Delta,
Mhm.
and the
Deltas
Delta,
don't play that.
the
Right.
Deltas
Too dark.
did not. Well, it
Not-
wasn't.
They be like that, Doc.
I understand your concept, but there is more
There
color.
are more
But
chocolate
I-
Deltas
but I-
than light Deltas.
But I know what you mean.
Right.
But no, she originally
Yes.
said, like, you know, in the past she wanted to be a Deltas. Deltas didn't show her no love. SG Rose came for her. She was like, I'm gonna go where I'm accepted.
Valid. That's what's up.
So you know,
Because I'm
That's
sorry,
because
but
she
if I
got
reject
no
me
life.
out this group, I'm
Right.
never coming back. 'Cause
Don't
you
ask me
is-
to talk, speak,
Hello.
nothing. Can
yeah.
you sing? Yeah, that's gonna
With a
cost
fee.
you.
Not for y'all.
That's gonna.
Because you a couple
So,
thousand, my guy.
yeah,
If you don't want me, then not talk to me.
Yo.
Fantasia really
That's perfect.
is.
Go ahead and
She
do
really
your
gonna end up
thing.
going out as an icon, if not even for the singing, just for the fact that you went from not being able to read to being able to showcase a talent that you didn't need it for,
Oh,
and then going with that talent and be like, you know what, the things that I couldn't do, I'm gonna go and do now because I can,
Valid, yeah.
and that's what she did.
We
She
used to
doing her.
watch
You know, when you
America
get good
Idol Watch America Idol all the time.
She got a
Sit
good.
there and just be.
She got a
super
good man
deep
by her
into
side
it.
right now.
Yo, I was
She
listening
did.
to
When
Ruben
I
Stutter.
see you.
I was listening to Ruben Stutter the other day. My wife was getting so mad. She was like, "That's what you gonna play? That's how you feel?" I'm like, "Yo, it's just a good song."
Ruben-
Just,
Big
listen,
Rube.
well, I'm gonna pause right here.
Ruben
It's
was
just a good song.
That's it.
Now, Drew Hill, "Beauty" is my song. My wife, that's how you feel. You feel it? No, that's the wrong song. It's the one.
Somebody
Creeping
sleeping
in my bed,
messing with my bed.
She's like, that's how you feel.
It's just a good song.
I be blasting it sometimes.
Sometimes
Somebody sleeping in my bed.
you felt that, Kevin, because you grabbed the mic.
Right.
The mic grab is a real thing.
Yeah. The mic grab me.
Ooh, yeah. It just make it feel so.
They feel like I
For
can
those
sing,
who are listening,
you
you
know
know,
what I'm saying?
God got it.
Kev about to drop an album called "Oh Yeah," fiery music.
Oh, we can do a fire recover.
Fiery cover.
Y'all not get on my mind. Go ahead. Next topic.
Listen,
Uh,
all right.
We just go- we
Y'all
go-
be-
we just
Gregory
go down the
Allen
aisle.
Howard, who wrote, remember he was a screenwriter for Remember the Titans, Ali, and Harriet.
Okay.
Okay.
He passed away.
Oh.
He was 70. This man made $100 million in the box office, and just with the Titans alone, you know, he made $100 million with Remember the Titans. So you know, black man, brilliant.
Black man doing great.
made,
man.
his,
Come
made the
on.
difference in the world. You know, did his
What
thing.
a difference.
All his, and then all
I
his
said
all his
that's what's
movies.
up, but
all
I
his-
think that's what's up to him doing that stuff. Not him passing
all
away.
his
Yeah.
No,
my man made $100 million on movies about racism. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Indeed.
Come on.
Indeed.
That's valid.
Naomi Osaka made an
shit.
estimated 51.1 million in 2022, and only 1.2 million came from her playing tennis.
Come on.
Boss.
That's how you do it.
No, that's valid.
Damn,
Osaka?
Naomi Osaka.
Name them.
Yeah, so that's what I have for hot topics.
Oh, I got another one.
Oh, I have.
My boy.
Go ahead. Oh, y'all got stuff.
What's his name?
Well, while he's looking,
yeah, because more people need
I
to
was
break.
just gonna say, they was just talking about a train accident that happened in Ohio. I don't know if you guys have seen information about it, but the train was carrying all these different chemicals, and supposedly the government is withholding information about what happens once those chemicals are burned. Basically, once those chemicals are burned, it turns into and if it rains, it turns into acid rain. But the residents, I guess, in Ohio, like a lot of people don't know this.
Oh wow!
And there's like all this stuff going on. I guess a whole bunch of animals are dying.
It
happened in East Palestine, Ohio, which I didn't even know there was an East Palestine, Ohio.
Indeed.
You know what? We need to talk about why are the states and the cities and all that stuff the same names here and other places, but I'm not gonna go into that.
Because this was the original Holy Land.
You know. So
because Africa is in the Grand Canyon.
Me and my grandma got into a huge fight about that, but there was just we'll have to talk about that.
The Eden was in the land of Kush. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, that's fact. Just what I say.
Not the weed, the land.
What you think was there?
That's what I was going to say.
What you think the name came from?
We not.
I swear, I
there's a person.
There's a person. Kush, real quick, the actual Kush weed. I swear, I searched up about cannabis, right? Because I was like, okay, where the words?
You can't buy it. You can't. You can't get original Kush.
I don't know. There was a little theory that I was going down the path of that weed was brought around to help the Nephilim and all this because they were having afflictions from being here, but that's just a whole other thing.
That's like a video game that I would play. I played a video game.
Oh, I forgot a hot topic. Carol Baskins. Carol Baskins, like Tiger King. They found out her husband is actually alive.
Called it.
Oh,
He's actually alive. She didn't find out until somebody did a documentary series. Bro, man,
wait, she didn't even know
she didn't even know he was alive.
She tried to kill him.
It said
she
so.
Tried to kill the man.
Still tried to kill him.
So it said it. So it turns out Carol Baskin's missing ex-husband, who claimed was dead, isn't actually dead after all. Don Lewis was reportedly alive in Costa Rica, but people are just finding the news out more than 1 year later. And she found out because they did the broadcast, oh, he's alive. So that's how she found out.
Can you
imagine
your spouse?
You try to kill somebody.
Be dead. You ever seen Double Jeopardy?
Yeah.
That is just crazy to me. At that point, just leave me. You ain't gotta pretend to die. That's crazy,
man.
So yeah, Carol, he alive, and he went to Costa Rica
because you crazy. That's why I had to leave.
What's wrong? Chokehold. I couldn't stop watching.
I never watched it.
It was
it got weird.
It was crazy because you just a whole other world that you just don't know about.
About white.
I don't watch I don't watch stuff that people
white people doing
go overboard and I'm gonna watch this. Y'all need to watch it. It makes me not want to watch it. Well, that's why I didn't watch You, because I'm it's too many people on here trying to force me to watch You.
I started watching the new season of You.
How Much Your Father?
Without watching the first season?
Without watching the first season.
Ooh, Grand Crew coming back on Friday.
I get you, but this time is different. He escaped.
That's the tagline of every season. This time is different.
No, because it's not like he's not stalking now.
So we need to do a fiery review.
He's
last time he got stalked.
He's not really stalking right now.
Do a tiger got
stripes? Yes,
I had
but
to think for a second.
but somebody framed him for murder because they found out he wasn't who he said he was. He done changed his identity, moved locations. He done fit in with a new crowd.
I've never watched it, but ain't he out here killing people?
The why of him changing locations and changing his identity was to find someone that he was stalking. So
okay,
that's why you gotta watch it. And then on top of that,
the storyline is different.
I feel this way. Joe in the show You, okay, he's so fine, and I really like him, but in the show, he's just not a good person. You should not like him. I feel the same way about him that I felt if y'all ever watched Dexter.
No.
Okay.
Dexter my guy.
Dexter was so good.
Dexter was different.
But you can't. morally, are you really supposed to like this person? That's
Long as,
chopping
not,
people up?
long as it's not me.
He was a serial killer, a bad guy.
At
though.
this
Like, he was
point,
killing
like I
other
watch
bad
certain
guys.
stuff, but at this point,
Hey,
Bridgerton needs to
Destiny.
just drop season 3 because I'm tired of the previews.
Oh,
I'm tired of this. Just drop the season.
I love
Like,
Bridgerton.
so, but they said that the Queen Charlotte story is gonna come out
Good.
before season 3. But
And
I
she
still
better
think
be black.
the person who
I know.
plays Queen Charlotte is black.
Yeah.
So her.
But I'm
person-
saying her story that come out, she better be black. They better keep her.
No, the actress is light skinned. She's light skinned black. But
I'm
just like, if you're gonna do all these dropping, just drop season 3 of
I'll be
Bridgerton.
chilling
I don't know
now.
what the problem
All
is.
I watch is like sitcoms. So.
I watch Judge Mathis.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be chilling. Watch Judge Mathis call you by a crackhead. You a crackhead, ain't you?
That's it.
You a crackhead,
You a
ain't
crackhead.
you a crackhead.
I mean,
ain't
I
you?
watch stuff like Bridgerton, Firefly Lane, stuff like that. But my go-to is serial killer documentaries.
You
That's
know
a
what?
psychiatrist
I
in
can't
you.
watch
It really is a
Right.
psychiatrist.
But I guess
It's a
at a certain
psychiatrist in
point,
you.
I feel like sometimes I be having too much empathy. Because as soon as they start talking about their
Yo.
home life, and
For those,
I know.
For those who are online, what are some of your favorite shows that you watch? What are your go-to shows?
I have I don't have compassion for serial killers. I just want to know. I don't understand how their life can go from this wholesome place.
Bad life. She gonna understand.
It was never wholesome.
To a serial
She gonna
killer, like
understand.
so, like I know what like Ted Kaczynski is a Unabomber. Like Ted Bundy came for his family, his mom, like everybody was like, we don't know what happened with
Krishan
Ted because like Ted Bundy just came from like wholesome house, parents went to school, everything, and then switch. Ted Kaczynski, they said he had mental trauma, and that's what caused him to be a Unabomber. But he personally said in the
Don't
confession
name your child
tapes,
Ted.
like he said in his confession tapes, he was like, I was just tired of the obsession with technology, and I saw technology getting ready to take over the world. So I was trying to fight technology by killing people.
He just regular crazy.
You could have just like destroyed
Bob-
satellites and
Right.
you know
Bob-
stuff like that.
Because he was sending bombs to like institutions of people who like promoted certain technological stuff. So he was out here just killing people.
If he
But-
really felt that way, he would go to the Rothschilds or the the people that are
put some
actually-
thought into
yeah, the ones that are really in power, not the people that's just do what they're told.
So that's the reason why I like watching things on serial.
Not saying that he should.
Their mind.
Yeah.
It's the mind.
I think it's like I like to find out the information about the serial killers, like what made them get to this point. But again, like I said, I just feel like I feel bad for the
What
victims,
made-
and then I feel
what made
empathy
me a
towards,
killer?
You know, like how
Diandra
they got
gonna end
there.
up on the stand. I keep trying to tell y'all, bro. D-Money
She
back
like,
on the stand.
you know, on the inside, he's a really good person. Like, I know he just killed 45 people, but at least he brought flowers for all of the funerals.
Misunderstood.
You know, the flowers is the most expensive thing.
His
Like,
mom used to beat him and
So, all right.
kept him in the basement, and this is why he's like that. Oh my
Honestly,
god.
this is my real true opinion on it. Is like I feel like if you went through
That's how
some
she
really
is. That's what she
effed
wrote
up
to say.
stuff in your childhood, you are literally 2 blackouts from possibly being at that point.
You don't have the
serious,
right to
like,
murder
I'm not
everybody.
saying, like,
So-
you
because
have the
somebody
right.
did you
Not
wrong.
saying that you have desire, but like, what's that movie called where that white man he snapped and he just like he was having a bad day. It was like something set him over the edge, and then he just had like just this really bad day. He
Breaking Bad.
It's a Russell Crowe movie.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has that in them. Like, if you just get to a point where all these things keep happening to you, and you have no outlet, at some point,
You can
if you
snap.
don't have the Lord,
I guess.
okay, let me make it very clear.
I got a
You
bow and
don't
arrow
have
now,
God.
so you know I'm just.
Listen,
I'ma do it. I'ma put
we
my
got 3
joint back
minutes
up.
left. Let's give quick words of inspiration before we get out of here. Who got it? That's good.
He ain't even give nobody a chance to say nothing. He just said, "Ooh,
Right.
that's good."
Nope.
Back to what
Go ahead,
to
Daniel.
reiterate what my sister said earlier today. You know what I mean? It's very important to love yourself. You gotta love yourself. Don't allow other people and how they feel about you, or how they feel about you, or how they show love to you or not show love to you. Don't let that be the description about how to characterize how you feel about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta feel like, you know, you the baddest chick in the world. You ain't gotta feel like you the dude and you got all this bread or nothing. But there's nothing hard about being like, yo, I'm a good person and that's it. I'm cool and that's fine.
No, valid.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Also, rest in peace to my boy. Troll guy, the Dove.
Yes,
De La Soul.
De La Soul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. him.
My word of advice: Valentine's Day candy is half off.
Hey, it's lit. We going to Walmart.
No, like those will. I'm being funny with it, but be patient because what you're trying to do or what you're trying to invest in, just wait because when the timing is right, you're gonna get it at the point that you should. But Valentine's Day candy is half off.
So,
happy National Side Chick
If you're
Day.
bitter, go get some candy because you can be sweet.
Hey, there you go. Deep.
You're gonna be a sweet tart. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. So I have a little thing here, and it says breathe for a moment. B, break habits that don't serve you.
It's the
R,
face,
remember
baby.
things you're grateful for. E, ease your body. A, allow yourself to slow down. T, take a moment to relax. H, health is your priority. And E, ease your mind. So breathe for a moment and understand that you will be okay. You can work on these things, and these things don't control you. You control it. You are in control. Period.
Know that. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. You can't run straight if you can't see what's in front of you. You're gonna hit everything. Open your eyes. Pay attention to the things around you so they don't catch you off guard. That's it.
Daniel, you said something already?
Yeah.
What was that?
No,
you.
I did just read I did just read something. Wow, and I'm like,
be willing to break. Be willing to break the habits. Willing to break the things you got accustomed to, because there's a space that God is trying to get you to that is different from the places that you've been. But if you're not willing to break and shut things down and readjust and revamp and redo and do over, you'll find yourself in the same pattern talking about a future that'll never show up. And the one thing I said in Bible study yesterday is that when you hear the word now is a sequence to engage into what it is that God has called you to do. Not saying that you're tomorrow is going to be 1,000 times perfect, but if you don't engage now, your future will never show up. You always, now, do it now. No, you got to pursue now because timing is perfect. There's some things you got to iron out, things you got to learn, things you got to revamp and do. So at the set time, I can release to you what I told you I was going to give you. But if you never engage, it will always be a future moment. So break down, break up, break out, break free. It's going down on Fire 716, right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. Don't end it.
Big Frank in the morning on Fire 716.
What's up, fam? What's up, fam? It's Frank.
And Tyra, tune in to Keeping the Fire.
Every Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fire 716.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante.
Unfortunately, African Americans are 30% more likely to die from heart disease than non-Hispanic whites, according to the U.S. Department of Health Services. My name is Fatima Matthews, and I am a congestive heart failure patient. I am taking my life-changing experience of having died on the table and being revived to help educate others on the topic of heart health. And I am inviting you to attend my luncheon on February 18th at 11 a.m. at the Underground Railroad Heritage Center right here in Niagara Falls, New York.